Welcome to the Rooster Teeth podcast.
Welcome
I am not
is a
Gus.
strong word.
I am definitely Gavin.
I'm also not Gus, but I'm Barbara.
I am not Gus, and I'm Bernie.
This episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast
Sam.
is brought to you
Did anyone else
by...
feel weird that he
Should've
didn't
said I'm not
say
Gus
it? You
again.
gotta say
And
I'm
Brandon.
Brandon.
I'm Brandon.
Who's it-
Oh, going back to
You
it.
threw us off.
I
Threw us off.
fucked it all
Who's
up.
it brought to us by?
This episode is brought to you by Smirnoff, Squarespace, Sherry's Berries, and Pro Flowers.
Bum,
Everybody
bum,
try to
bum.
touch the graphics.
I'll touch this one.
So, Bernie, you just got back in town, right? Were you in LA last week?
No, last week I went to San Francisco. Did a vlog in San Francisco because my buddy started a business and wanted me to come out to go to this dinner that she was part of. She didn't throw it herself,
Your
but
high-end dinner.
the high-end dinner. Do you like that?
Well done, yeah.
Couldn't
Everyone
put,
thought
I
I
don't think
named
we
the
could
video.
put weed in the title.
It was all
of the
about a little bit of
YouTube
like.
video.
You should have called it 420 Just Blaze, that dank weed. Oh boy,
Dank
100%.
weed.
And then like the little thumb emoji.
By Ray, and then put him in the thumbnail. Trust me, it was on YouTube. It was so many of the comments. But then after that, Gav and I met in New York, well, along with some other people. We went to a thing called the YouTube Creator Summit, and then they had this big thing called Brandcast where they announced
Third year in a row.
Third year. This was only the third year of the event that they had it. I thought maybe I'd missed the first couple, but no.
Yeah, I didn't realize that we were actually invited to the first one.
We're batting 100% lifetime.
Felt good about it.
100%.
Why was I invited?
So, well, here's why, right? So the YouTube Creator Summit it was normally 100 of the top creators on YouTube, but this year was 125, and that's not a lot. Like it fills a decent sized conference room, basically, like an auditorium at a hotel little presentation room. I don't know how to describe, ballroom. And but obviously you could probably pick 500 to 1,000 people, and still not scratch the surface of like people who are doing really well on YouTube. But
This was just North America too this time.
It was.
Last year was international. It had like people flown in from all around the world, like
Oh, wow.
Russia, India.
I noticed some people were missing that I wanted to see there.
No one from the UK was there except for Daniel
Yeah,
and me, but I wasn't really from there.
you're
I
UK
didn't fly
via
from there.
Austin.
Yeah.
Is that the way they say that? How does
Yeah.
that work? Is it which one's the via? Like I'm from Australia via Houston. Is
Well,
it?
I
would
would say
say
you're in
via.
Austin via the UK.
He's in Austin via the UK. Is that the way that goes?
I have no idea. That's what I would say though.
No one's gonna mistake you
From
as an
the
Austin,
UK
though,
via
with that
Austin.
ridiculous fake accent that you have.
It was good though, wasn't it?
It was
That
fun.
Creator Summit.
It's good. Well, it's good. We like it because we get to see a bunch of people that we don't normally get to see. It's
Yeah.
almost like South by Southwest in Austin when everybody comes to Austin. It's the 1 week.
And they
that
do
everybody
a
comes
mixture of presentations between people who work at YouTube, which is always nice to hear from, like product people,
here. Yeah.
high up people, CEOs, and then you got like presentations from YouTubers, and then you got outside speakers who are sometimes you're not expecting to see those people in real life.
So it sounds like real work gets done, unlike South by Southwest, which is just a bunch of people getting together and partying.
Getting free stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Going
it's
to
also,
parties.
and it's really relevant right now, but it's also a chance for the top creators to talk to the YouTube execs, which that was a little uncomfortable this time because there's an ad thing going on right now in the YouTube environment where people's ads are getting removed.
There's a
from
lot
their
of people in that room who every year are much more vocal than others.
videos. Yeah.
So I just sit back
Let me guess, you're not one of them.
and listen to other people yell at the CEO of YouTube.
There was a thing where we had a speaker. I feel okay saying this because Gavin posted on social media and then they posted a big selfie with him. But Will Smith was one of the people that came and spoke to us. And Gavin was at a rehearsal for the big Brandcast event, which is where they announce other shows to advertisers. And Super Slow Show was one of them. It was funny. It was Ryan Seacrest's new show, then Ellen DeGeneres, and then Gavin Dent. It was just like,
Man, well, you're just going down the list.
yeah, presented by James Corden too. Like he was, and Katy Perry were the hosts basically of that thing. So it's pretty cool to see Gav in the mix with all that stuff.
Is Katy Perry going to be in any segments? Slow motion show?
She's on Ryan
that
Seacrest's
would
show.
be cool.
Oh.
But yeah, not gonna happen.
Katy Perry in slow motion, I think, would get some views.
Depends
I
what part of
think.
her in slow motion.
Well, okay.
Oh yeah, the Elmo shirt gift. That's already in slow mo. People like that. we should do that.
Hey, Gav, recreate that on your show.
Katy Perry has very short hair now.
She also has
Oh
very
no!
I'm just bringing that up.
very short trousers.
Go ahead.
Her ass was out.
Yeah.
I was looking. I was like, "There's Katy Perry's butt."
Wait,
It's
did
right
you
there.
say arse or ass?
I said ass with an R.
See, now say it again. Say it again.
Ass.
So I said before the podcast, I've never heard Gavin say arse. The
It
way
rhymes-
many people from the
It
UK do.
rhymes with farce.
It's also though.
That I could tell.
How often does that come into play?
He says ass
Well, I'm
a
saying
lot.
like I pronounce the R in farce in the same way I'd say arse.
Yeah, how
No,
often do you say
You
farce?
just said the R in farce.
I didn't say farce.
Go ahead. Say the word farce.
Farce.
I heard the R in there.
Farce. The only thing that's different is there's an F on the beginning of
No,
it.
say them back to back again.
That's farce.
But it turns out I have heard him say arse because apparently he says it that way all the time and he just doesn't actually pronounce the R.
What you're saying is
Go ahead.
ass. That's how you say arse. And for me, ass is a donkey and arse is this part of my body.
Right. Or your bum.
So what
Or my
if someone,
bumhole.
what if someone's an asshole? What would you say?
Arsehole.
You're saying ass.
I'm saying A-R-S-E hole.
But how would you say ASS hole?
That'd be weird. That'd be a donkey hole. What the hell's that?
let me put it in comparison for you here with something else. To me, it's the same way you pronounce, I say water, and you say, how do you say it?
What?
What?
Water. Yeah, so to me, it's the same way. It's like you're pronouncing the word ass with that ridiculous accent that you have. That's what it is. To me, not that you're adding an R in. To me, the word arse is a totally different word that only British people use. To me, it just sounds like you're pronouncing...
You're talking about the people who say the hard R in arse.
Yeah, arse.
Like Scottish people would say that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
you go.
Arse.
Arse. Do you have a Scottish accent? Can you do a Scottish accent?
We're not going into that. What is this?
He almost spit all over himself. There's a strategy of the podcast of Gavin or I putting the other one on the defensive, like as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun sitting in between you guys all the time.
It's like we walk into the room to see each other for the first time, and one of us shoves the other one backwards into a corner, but we don't know who it's going to be.
Right.
So, for you guys who watch podcasts, we had a segment recently with Gus.
Yeah, we did.
And the Smirnoff guys, where Gus got to make his own recipe.
He made
Right.
the
What?
sparkling Sorolla. You were here for that, weren't you?
I wasn't here for that.
Oh, yeah,
What the hell was that?
Gus got a drink from
Do you not
Smirnoff.
watch the show?
I didn't see the ones I'm on.
But hey, guess what, Bernie?
That's it.
We're doing another drink for someone special today.
Who are we doing it for?
Barbara Dunkelman.
See, Gavin, now we're finding out what the priority list is.
Yeah.
Barbara has her own drinks.
Nice.
She has her own
Clothes.
clothes. What
Listen,
do
so
I
Did you
have to
design
do?
this drink?
Well, actually, Texas helped me brew it.
I did.
Hi,
Texas.
It's called
Texas, everybody. You can't hear me. He's off mic.
It's called Barbara's Punch.
Hey.
Get it? So it's the PUN is capitalized.
I don't
You
get
can
it.
always tell a good drink name if you have to widen your eyes in the middle and go, yeah,
And
cha."
hold the emphasis on one syllable.
Pun?
Pun.
Those are that's everything I say on this
Yeah.
podcast.
Eh.
Barbara's Punch. But no, I mean we want to do drinks for Bernie and Gavin too. So if you have a suggestion, you could always like tweet us using #RTPodcast.
Dude, I'll drink something. I'll drink some booze.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll break
we
the
have,
employee handbook.
we have Texas bartending here.
we do.
On
He-
set
he's gonna
to
be
help
making
us
the
out.
drink.
Yes, that's me here.
And we should have, I think, a list of ingredients that we could put up on the screen of what it contains.
We do.
See, the PUN is capitalized. Please note that. So this one consists of 1.5 ounces of Smirnoff number 21 vodka over ice, 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice, 1.5 ounces of orange juice, 1.5 ounces of cranberry, and then a splash of grenadine, and then you garnish it with either a pineapple or an orange wedge, and a maraschino cherry. And of course, Smirnoff is a vodka that delivers a good quality at a reasonable price. And then in their little tagline, they say, Smirnoff doesn't put on airs, leverage gimmicks, or jack up its prices to hook consumers. It's a brand that stands on its quality alone.
I would absolutely order that. I mean, I wouldn't
Doesn't it
because of
sound
the
awesome?
terrible name, but if that was just listed as a drink, I would definitely get that. That sounds delicious.
What? I'd be
I
great
love
if they
pineapple in drinks.
Me
put
too.
it in a bottle because
Number 21. Didn't I say that?
she did. Yeah.
Number 21,
Oh,
I think.
Patrick
I
was
said
correcting
21.
us to make
So
sure we
that-
said the right type of Smirnoff, which is
It's old enough
number
to drink.
21.
Number 21.
If you're keeping score at home, this is Smirnoff 21. Number 21.
You
Not
know what's
24.
interesting is that in America it's pronounced Smirnoff.
It was called in the UK.
Guess.
Smirnoff. I don't know. Smirnoff, since you don't say ours.
So, and then we say Smirnoff?
Smirnoff.
Yeah,
say
I would say
Smirnoff?
Smirnoff.
What nationality is Smirnoff? Because it's a name, right? It seems like it's someone's
Well, you know they
name.
invented the Moscow Mule.
I love that
Gavin
drink.
He
That's
loves
my
it.
favorite
Yeah.
drink.
So maybe we should do like a Moscow Mule type
Do you
drink
have
for
a copper mug though?
We will. We'll get one. I'm sure Smirnoff could hook us up with a copper mug. For
Do you know that I have a copper mug at my house that
For
is
Gavin.
just Gavin's?
Yep.
It's just him for when he comes over. I have other copper mugs.
I've been getting lots of tweets.
Where do you keep it to keep it from other people? Is it like in its own lockbox?
Dude, Brandon, it's a fight every day. I'm always like beating people down for trying to use it. No, I just have it in a drawer somewhere. It's in the it's in my house.
There
Oh,
you go,
it's
bud.
in a little drawer.
There you go.
So something I love about Smirnoff too is that it's probably one of my favorite alcohols to drink, and it's always been like top quality. Like whenever I buy something for a house party, it's always like Smirnoff.
There's a tradition in the
And now I know the
Alamo
drink.
community where they drink Smirnoff Ice, where they take a knee and drink it.
Yeah.
You ever seen that?
No.
Take a
Yeah.
knee.
I don't know how to explain it. There's a whole verb to it and everything like that, but it's really big. I was at a festival one time and I didn't know that was the protocol. Like I took a sip of mine, they're like, no, everybody like freaked out on me. I was like, oh, sorry. It's a
Oh,
really
man.
fun tradition to do.
Well, it
lost
is
my-
America's #1 vodka.
I lost my cherry.
Did it sink?
Yeah,
You'll get
I
it.
was trying to bop it out of here. And
Did you pop it?
Hey, Barbara.
How is it? You guys try it?
It's awesome.
It's
Very fruity.
delicious.
Delicious.
Fruity doesn't slow me down. It really doesn't.
Why would it?
It's all fruity. Usually a fruity drink. Like I would
No,
normally,
the
if I was
best
drinking
drinks-
this, vodka and soda. Bam, done.
Yeah.
Easy. A little
Should
bit
that
of lime.
be the Bernie drink?
A little bit vodka and soda. Sure, why not? Next week I'll bring you this brand new drink I thought of called vodka with soda.
Yeah, the only drinks I drink are fruity, much to the disappointment of my father-in-law.
Really?
Every single time.
You always order something very like something that's garnished with a lot of fruit
Yeah,
or
even
flowers.
even I was in Mexico like the weekend before last, and I ordered something that I thought was just completely just going to be generic, and it came with an umbrella.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with that. Own it.
There's two people.
Oh
I know.
no, I don't apologize, and I keep doing it, but I still feel bad because again, I've explained it. Like she's his only eldest daughter. So.
Yeah. And she's married to you.
As opposed
Yeah.
to the youngest, eldest daughter, the
The
other,
only eldest.
the
Only eldest,
the other.
only daughter, the only daughter who is the eldest of the siblings.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
An only daughter who's the eldest. I get you. I know now you're the third person I now know who likes super fruity drinks. And I guess Gav and Dan both like fruity drinks. I'm
Yeah.
loving this. I'm loving this.
Everyone.
I just-
And I'm holding to that.
How strong are these? Pretty strong? Okay. Got a nod off.
Texas knows how to make them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the vodka's really good too.
But Ashley's like that too. Like we were in the Fisherman's Wharf for this vlog.
Worf.
Say the wharf. The wharf, as Gavin would say. The Fisherman's Wharf.
Just such a
Why
great
can't you
word.
understand?
Wharf.
The R is in there.
Har.
Say it.
You
Wharf.
add R's to the end of words all the time.
Wolf.
You do
No,
that.
no.
You do that sibilant R, whatever the hell
Sounds
it's
like
No.
called.
you're saying fisherman's wolf.
Wharf. What dog goes wharf, wharf? Bunch of deaf idiots I got on this couch tonight.
Dog that wants a nice fresh fish.
I just want someone to put that over a dog's
Woof.
barking. Worf, worf.
It's
But,
ridiculous.
we'd pass these like very touristy restaurants while we were there, and they had at one of them at the hostess station which was outside. They had a mock-up of one of those gigantic fishbowl drinks, and Ashley, it was everything in my power to not go into that place because
Oh.
Ashley wanted to go in and get one of these massive.
There's a place in Austin. It's like typically a brunch place, but they serve a punch bowl of some alcoholic beverage, but you need minimum 4 people to share it with.
Mm.
You can't order it if you're just 2 or 3.
This is a way better way to go.
Why not? Because it's too much booze?
Too much booze. Yeah.
We had cheese.
Go ahead. Oh, we did. We did. I'll put that in the vlog this week. We went to a cheese place.
Is that a rare occurrence?
That was just segue. Wasn't
Well-
really a good segue, was it?
It was solid. All right, yeah.
Before we do that,
you know-
though, we do need some help for future segments. So
are we doing?
if the audience could tell us what their favorite Smirnoff cocktail is, or what fun thing we could come up with next time,
For
Don't
Bernie-
say
that
vodka soda
would
because I
be
took it.
for
pretty
Bernie and
dope.
Gavin. And we also need names for their drinks as well.
Mm-hmm.
So suggest that.
Smirnoff 21 and soda. That's my.
I know
new
we've
drink.
set the bar very high with Barber's Punch. So, do your best.
punch. You'd say it weird.
Yep. So check out
Aw.
Smirnoff if you are 21 or older.
I would say the person we hung out with most, who was unexpected to me, was Harley
Oh, really?
from Epic Mealtime.
That was
Like,
unexpected.
I always see him in passing and like have a chat every now and then. I must have spent like 6 hours with him on this thing because I was with the rehearsal. I
Oh,
was
right.
with him at the rehearsal for like 4 hours just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
He's bloody hilarious.
Oh, he's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just kind of never one of those people who never stops. He's going. Like I don't know how someone that size maintains that energy.
I think
level.
I met him one time, and I thought he was going to just pick me up with one hand and just
No.
crush me.
You get that feeling.
He's
He'd
a
probably
big
like
dude.
that.
He's a big dude.
I probably would like that.
And he's Canadian
And Jewish.
and Jewish.
And he's from Montreal.
That's where I'm from.
So
He's
settle
one
about-
of my people.
There you go. She just said she's from Montreal. You corrected me when I said she was from Montreal.
No, I didn't correct you.
You-
You asked me and I said I didn't know.
That's not at all true. That's not at all true.
No, you
I
you
was
said,
told a story.
Is she from there? And I went,
I thought it
No.
was Ottawa.
Thanks, Gavin. Well, okay,
Went to school in
I was
Ottawa.
born in Montreal and I lived there till I was 8. Then I went to high school in Ottawa. And then I moved back to Montreal when I was 18 for college. So technically I spent more years in Montreal and I was born there.
But you're a fan of the Montreal hockey team.
no,
No.
Ottawa
No,
Senators.
sorry, the Senators, the Ottawa Senators.
Yes.
That's why.
Woo!
That's
dare you.
how you know where you're from.
How dare you?
Well, that's
So I was told a story about Montreal because one of the things that I've always noticed is Montreal has a super high slugging average for good-looking people.
Mhm.
Like a lot of good-looking people we know came from Montreal. Shira, Naomi, Barbara Dunkelman.
cute.
There's somebody else too. Somebody else I'm forgetting. It's like the 4 people I know from Montreal are all phenomenally good-looking. Don't get too proud of yourself though, because I heard a story as to why that is.
Oh.
So apparently, when Montreal was being settled,
By
was it
models.
a governor in France? If you went over there, they would also give you one of the king's prostitutes as a bride to go over with you, so that the female descendants of Montreal are all descendant of these French prostitutes, the best-looking French prostitutes. That's what I was told. That's what I was told. It was a
Listen.
very different time. It was 1987.
I know
That's when that happened.
I know some really ugly people from Montreal as well, so I wouldn't. I mean,
You
there's-
think Harley's a looker? Is that what you're saying?
oh, I think he's a looker. Yeah.
Can you name
If you're
names
into
of
that.
all these ugly people?
It's like somebody shaved a bear.
No, I can't.
What?
I don't know.
Harley's huge.
he's like 6'7" or 6'6" or something.
Some
isn't
people are into that.
So a lot of people are into that.
When
so
you are a tall woman, you like a tall man.
yeah, no, that's true. I saw a video the other day where a shorter gentleman was very upset about the prejudice towards shorter men in the dating scene.
he? Have you dated shorter dudes?
I dated. Yeah, my first boyfriend was about an inch shorter than me.
Did you wear heels?
Never.
Yeah.
Never. I only bought flat shoes.
I've dated girls that have been like just
Like,
a
it's
little bit
bullshit.
shorter than me, and I was always a thing like, please don't wear heels. Please don't wear heels.
It's bullshit.
Why is it
it
bullshit?
was just me
bullshit.
being self-conscious.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm weird because I've been a short person in my life and a tall person in my life. I was a very late bloomer.
What order?
So I was. I'm short on the weekends.
That was really funny.
So I was short all the way through
That's my
like
one.
my junior year in high school, and then I grew all at once. And I even grew, I think, like 3 inches in college.
That must have hurt.
It did. I came home and I slept every day, and my mom was like, "This kid is dying."
I slept every day too.
Yeah, shut up, Tess. What's wrong with you fucking people? Just tell me a story
There's
here.
a lot of guys that grow 3 inches in a day.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I call them growers, not showers.
What do you prefer, a grower or a shower?
Could I be honest?
Yeah,
I don't know what the difference is.
you really don't.
Well, okay, a grower is someone who looks small, and then when they get hard, they're hello.
Yeah.
Or,
That's it. So you like the surprise, or do you like, oh, this is as good as this gets?
I mean,
Like, a guy is the same size flaccid, and just when he's erect.
But here's
I'm
the
doing
thing,
hand
though.
motions here for the audio audience. The
he'd have to have a really big flaccid dick for me to enjoy that.
So you don't think you've been with a lot of like real showers?
I think I've been.
not a
I
one-to-one
think I've
shower.
only been with growers.
But
Yeah.
would you say, have you ever been with a girl for the first time and you weren't ready to go?
that's what I'm saying. Like
Like, wouldn't you already,
Usually you're
be
riled
like
up.
at
Yeah,
attention?
I think so. Sure.
So I guess it's
So,
an
like,
after
you're
thing. Like you
full of-
see them casually, and you're like, oh, whoa.
So you're fooling around with a girl. It's getting to the point where she's pulling your knob out, and you're saying it's still like,
Oh no, I'm saying I've been like in relationships where you're around the person all the time, and you would see them in a non-excited state. I mean, it's. Do you live with Meg and you like only are naked in sexual situations? Is that the only thing ever?
no, we keep our clothes on.
Well, in that case, they would see it afterward, right? Like after you were done.
Yeah.
Unless
That's
you
a
just
good point.
immediately like covered
like-
up.
I
and,
never
like-
understand Gavin's.
But after you're done, it's still carrying like sex weight.
it still deflates a little.
No,
bit,
it'll.
though.
well, yeah, you can want like a chub. It's not like you just came out of a pool or something like that. You know.
Would you be self-conscious? Like you just don't want it to get too small, so you keep like smacking it. You're just gonna be like, yeah, this is it naturally.
Brandon, I think you're
How do
getting
you
some
pleasure
personal
yourself?
information.
No, I'm just saying it's like the for
No,
show.
dude, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Get a little pregame. Get
Yeah.
a little fluff. Yeah, that's
yeah. Like
Like
I think
slapping?
that's
like
just showmanship,
Wait,
dude.
yeah.
afterwards or before? Pre-game?
Depends on the situation.
What did you say?
Depends on the situation.
Depends on the
Oh.
situation.
I'll be
So
a
you,
transfer,
so you'll
I guess.
sometimes pre-fluff yourself
I'm trying to think
before you go
where
in the
I
room.
have.
Before you,
I'm trying to think. It's something I
What's the,
recall.
like, what's the female equivalent of that? Just like squeezing your own nipples to get them flicking them, waiting 8
biting their
seconds.
lip.
Exactly. Just give yourself a little pinch. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Brandon.
Yeah. Well, if it's just another situation like afterward that she's going to see, you're like, well, I don't want her to see. I'm going to look at a little.
We've also been on camera in our underwear, so you don't want to present well in a situation like that.
God,
So-
I filmed something with Dan yesterday.
Give yourself a little fluff.
I filmed something with Dan yesterday where I'm gonna have to censor it. It's gonna be the first time I'm gonna have to censor.
Was there peen?
footage. Well, it wasn't out. It was through his boxes, but you can see
You
everything.
can see knob and everything.
Yeah, we were watching it back, just like I don't think I could put this up.
You should see if you can put it up,
Even with
or just like send me a Dropbox link or something.
Yeah, just H
You
gated,
wanna
right?
see-
You want to see Dan's wet penis through boxes?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want.
see a lot of things in life once.
nobody's in the answer to that question.
It's like the experience of being alive.
You want to see it too? You want to see it?
I'm just saying it's something to see. It's not like I'm gonna have to look at it for the rest of the eternity. Only live so long, then I'm gonna be nothing.
Brandon,
But
do you
if
want to
you
give
see
out your
Dan's-
Snapchat name just in case? Do you want to tell the audience? What is your Snapchat account?
I think it's the same thing as my Twitter, Mr. Farmahini.
You obviously
Oh,
check
yeah?
it very often.
Huh?
You obviously check it very often if you don't know off the top of your head.
Well,
Open
it's
that
either
thing
that
up.
or Brando FTW. I
It's
can't
one of
remember.
the two. I don't remember what yours
Yeah.
is.
I'm using Instagram these days.
I know you
Everyone
are.
seems to be using it.
Yeah,
Well,
I've
it
heard
was
more.
Laser Team. We were on the set of Laser Team, and I said, "Hey, I'm just gonna start. I wanted to get to 100,000 on Instagram by the end of the year.
What are
And,
you at now?
I got to 50 in the first month, so I feel pretty fucking good about that.
Mm.
So, I like it because I didn't want to use Snapchat.
Snapchat's poo.
But you have Snapchat.
I do have Snapchat, but I only watch other people's snaps.
Yeah.
A friend of
My
mine got me
first-
into it, and it's like I did give it a shot, and I do like the conversations to have on there. But it's like I'm not if I was single, I would probably use that.
My first interaction with Snapchat was me filming myself walking home one day, and then I almost stepped on a bird that was dead. No, that's my memory.
like-
of
It has
Snapchat.
nothing to do with the app at
I
all.
like
But I was-
Gavin's.
I wouldn't have stepped on the bird if I wasn't filming through my phone hole.
I like Gavin's description on Instagram. It just says, "I live in Austin,"
Well,
and then it has a link to the slow mo guys.
my personal struggle is at what point? What do you post on Twitter versus Instagram?
Pictures.
I know. Well, okay, so you,
I mean, if
you
I'm
don't
gonna
post a picture
throw a
on
rock
Twitter,
there.
and you just expose it that way. I find myself not knowing which one, and then I get exhausted, and I just don't do
You
either.
get exhausted,
I'm
really?
just I don't know what to do.
Just
I'm
write
just gonna
that. Current
stop.
mood exhausted.
Well, I used to not use Instagram because it wouldn't post the picture on Twitter anymore. Just has a link. But
Oh,
now I
yeah.
just use one of those if this then that thingy do put it on Twitter.
What?
So you use that thing that Colton was talking about,
What's that?
like Gavin, you just said it. What's the thing that you use?
I'm saying I don't know what Colton was telling about.
Oh, he's talking about a service that when he posts something on Twitter, or on Instagram, it takes the post and then puts it on Twitter.
what
But
if you
then
don't
you-
want
yeah.
to go on Twitter?
Except I heard about
I
it from
don't know.
Destin, not Colton.
But then do you have to
Okay.
give a third party your login information?
Sure.
Yeah, you have to give your third party a login to your other third party thing. So
Yeah, yeah.
All
So they
the-
could post on that.
it's like a
and
sixth party.
I always
It's just like another layer of
People give that shit
insecurity.
away all the fucking time.
I
dude.
don't.
I'm assuming every time I hit the connect with Facebook button, all my information.
So I
is
never
gone.
hit it.
Can
All
someone
my
tell
friends
me
get a phone call.
the difference between two-step verification and two-factor authentication?
Is there a difference?
there's no
Apparently.
difference. Is
What?
there? What's the difference?
I don't know,
Isn't it just
but I
like
had to
adding
disable one to enable the other.
Really?
Wait, so there's two-step identification and
Two-step verification,
two-step verification.
two-factor authentication.
You know, no, Gus. For the first time ever, I'm missing Gus on
Brandon,
the podcast.
what's the difference?
Explain it scientifically
Channel your Gus.
and be wrong. Just like Gus
Jesus,
would
I'm
be.
not. This is a
We just need
bear
like Adam
trap.
or
You're
something.
asking me to
I'm
walk
like,
into.
two-factor authentication
Evan knows.
versus two-step verification. It auto completes for me.
Do you know what the difference is, Evan? Between
Two-step verification.
two-step verification and
Two-factor authentication.
All right, I'm going to read this to you. Two-step verification. I'm reading this on the fly from lcomsoft.com. The dude in the byline looks super nerdy, so let's just believe him. Two-step verification and two-factor authentication both aim to help users secure their Apple ID, adding a secondary authentication factor to strengthen security. While Apple ID and password are, quote, something you know, two-step verification are both, and he put in parentheses, and two-factor authentication are both based on, quote, something you
And.
have.
it's not or, it's and, he just said. So
you can't
does
do
that
I know,
both.
they went to and, right? That's
So
why
that
I
means they're
dropped
the
it out
same
when I was
thing.
reading it.
Sweet.
Okay, I don't know what it is.
Problem solved.
All right. Two-step verification.
I would imagine one has to do with like you getting a text message and entering a code, and the other one is like answering
key.
a security.
Or you have a key like a hard key that's like a dongle that
Or you
people
have to
have.
like answer a security question or something.
Or a key that has to have another key at the same time, like GoldenEye.
Okay, that's where I was going.
Like you need a buddy to come over, and so we can
You
like
unlock my
launch this.
email.
And then your thumbprint.
So Facebook and like your ISPs, they can sell your search information, right, to advertisers. That's a thing.
I mean, if they want just Pornhub over and over again.
Yeah. So I mean, when people are running for president, in like 20 years, that did not care about hiding anything remotely private, is like everyone going to know all the shit that you looked up, like all the crazy kind of porn, or like all the shit that you've said.
Probably.
Yeah, but what could it possibly be that's so bad?
I mean, I don't know. People search for random stuff.
Brandon,
I've
what's
searched
the-
random stuff for random reasons.
What's the worst
I
kind
just
of
read
porn
this
you
whole
watched?
article with the same fucking thing. I mean, literally, it even had a list of
So
what
why did I bother
qualifies,
doing
and
that?
the list is the fucking same. I don't know. Sorry.
What's the worst porn you've looked up?
Oh, Brandon's
Looked up
looked
or
at some
stumbled
filth.
upon?
I don't want
Maybe
to hear
two different
Brandon's
things.
filth part.
But
You
it's
went
all
on like
for work stuff.
What do you mean, like for the Joel show?
Yeah, we looked at a lot of horrible stuff for that.
Okay.
And then I don't know, you hear stuff. Probably the worst thing I looked up, and I'm not ashamed of it because it was a crazy story. Was Mr. Hands?
Yeah, I'm
You
with
know
you
what
on
I'm
that
talking
one.
about?
Yeah, everyone
No.
knows about Mr.
What
Hands.
is it?
It's
The horse.
the guy who him and his friends trespassed onto someone else's ranch, and they found a horse.
Go ahead.
And a guy had sex with the horse. Now, normally, when you talk about that, it's the guy penetrating the horse. However, in this situation, the horse penetrated the guy. And that horse was not gentle at all.
Do you expect it to
Cut to
be?
your face.
I haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen it. I just know, like, everyone knows Mr. Hands.
I
just the
didn't know
name.
his name until now.
You still want to see it?
Did he
Just 'cause
die?
You got to see. Oh, yeah.
He died.
Well,
He
because,
did?
yeah, at first you're like, okay, he's okay, he was okay. And then the horse just, like,
Does he die in the
gets
video?
it in there. No.
He just dies
Video's
later?
super short. I think they took him to the hospital.
Oy.
Yeah.
And what's like interesting? Taking him to the hospital, and they're like, "What happened to him?"
But
It's
you
like,
see,
"What
like-
excuse do you try to make up?" I don't know. He sat on something.
I
But
fell on it.
a horse is like this long sometimes.
Oh
right?
yeah, and it disappears inside
That
of
would
him.
hit him in the lungs.
Yeah, probably.
He's a grower.
His
It
intestines.
would have come out his mouth.
Actually, I think it lasted as long as the horse, and luckily the horse was a premature ejaculator.
Luckily.
Yeah, it did not go
Premature.
that long.
No, in most animals, it's not like they don't hang around and play fucking Barry White.
Yeah, they're
I know,
slap
but
their
I'm just
dick around.
trying to, like,
They're not showers
communicate
or growers.
quickly communicate to you guys that he reached climax very quickly.
Good lord. Okay.
Do you know what?
Oh wait, no
I'm
one else is
better off
going to
for
answer this
knowing that.
question. What?
Well, yeah. I've seen some bad shit. I mean, everyone has seen Two Girls, One Cup. That's like a classic one. But I don't know if a lot of people have heard of or seen One Priest, One Nun.
Ooh, what?
I don't know if I should describe it.
No, please.
Well, let me just do this and then just go ahead. Ready?
It's basically, it's in a different language, so I'm not 100% sure what they're saying. But it's like the nun is trying to suck the demons out of the priest, but it's just.
Why does the priest have demons?
She's just sucking his asshole and there's shit coming out.
I don't even know why I bothered trying to.
Does it
Probably not a
work?
real nun. Probably. I'm gonna go ahead and put, probably not an actual Orthodox ceremony.
Well,
I'm
you gotta,
gonna guess.
maybe they're raising money for a new cross on the church. Those things are not
raising
cheap.
money.
Yeah, yeah, those are expensive. Or windows, like windows
Could
are
have a
cheap.
bake sale, but I mean, this is the information age, so why not just go straight to the ass sucking on the internet?
So, something important to tell you guys.
After that,
Your mom.
We're getting a not yet.
You want a buffer topic here, Patrick? That's what I'm hearing. All right. Well,
So-
speaking of people's moms, let me
Dude,
tell you about the
Mother-
weirdest porn I ever watched.
Mother's Day is coming
Just
up.
saying, it's 5. I was trying to be on the ball. All right.
We're trying to be on the ball. That's we don't lead right in from.
why don't we just have 20 seconds of silence and then we'll just go straight into it?
Just play a happy tune, something symphonic.
Do you love your mom, Brandon?
No, my mom's dope.
Your
Mother's
mom's
Day is
great.
coming up.
I
It
remember
is.
it was funny at Brandon's wedding.
That's
There
hilarious.
was a couple. Shut the fuck up. There was a Brandon's mom was just like super popular amongst all the.
Say what? Why?
Oh, like Josh was all up in that.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked and I saw that. I think she was dancing with Josh and Blaine. I was like, all right, that's all. I'm going to pay attention to that.
That's worlds
Pass for the
colliding.
night. I'm going to go somewhere else. That's just going to happen.
Interesting.
Not gonna
So
worry about
Brandon
it.
has a good-looking mom.
How old
Oh
is she?
yeah, she's
Huh?
she's
How old
hot.
is she?
Oh,
I'm not going to say her age.
Let's guess. Let's
on
guess.
air.
35.
Brandon,
No.
she couldn't possibly be 35.
You're what? You're 31.
31.
So she's got to be 50.
I'm not saying this
She's
is
got-
not a polite thing to speculate about.
She's
Okay.
hot.
Sounds yeah.
She looks young. Whatever
Listen,
age she is, she looks young.
Blaine and Josh.
good.
Very discriminating. Very discriminating. So it's a compliment that they would want to dance with your mother.
Yep, just saw it. Pass. That's going to happen.
Do you think
not
they
going to
could-
think about it. What? No, please share.
He's gonna do a callback joke to the weirdest porn he's ever watched. All right, Brandon, I believe you had something to say
Yeah.
I did have something to say now that we had a pleasant conversation about Mother's Day.
about
Yeah,
Mother's
about
Day.
your mom
exactly.
being so wonderful.
About my mom dancing with so many dudes.
That was the prologue.
Do we need another buffer?
no, we're
go
good.
Nah, you're
Okay.
good.
We told the rest of the story we would.
Okay. Your mom deserves the best this Mother's Day. She's been there for you through it all, and Mother's Day is a great chance to show your appreciation. When you send 100 Blooms for Mom banquet from ProFlowers this Mother's Day, you will make a real impression. It comes with a free glass vase for just $19.99 plus shipping and handling. And if you really want to make a statement, you can upgrade to a premium vase and include gourmet chocolates for just $10 more. Choose the delivery date you want, and ProFlowers are guaranteed to arrive fresh and beautiful and stay that way for at least 7 days or your money back. ProFlowers sent over some bouquets, and they are wonderful. The flowers are fresh, beautiful, and smell amazing. The only way to get 100 Blooms for Mom with a free glass vase starting at $19.99 is to visit proflowers.com. Click on the microphone in the top right corner and use my code TEETH. That's proflowers.com and the code TEETH when you click on the mic. This stunning bouquet sells out fast, so order today, right now. Do it. In the side tab so you can keep watching.
Do something nice for your mother, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Mother's
Are you
Day.
taking me personally or in
I'm
general?
just saying everybody in general.
She probably
Do
deserves some
something nice.
flowers after that experience.
I'll be in town
There you
this
go.
weekend. I'm going to Houston this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Order her some flowers
I'll order her some flowers. Maybe Josh and Blaine can order some as well.
for her.
Polite.
It's great being English because I have the fear of like, oh my god, Mother's Day's coming up, and then I remember I already did it in March.
Yeah, but your mom, does she know that you're in a country that also celebrates Mother's Day?
Yeah, but she don't care. She already had a
It's funny because
Mother's
I
Day.
also celebrate your birthday in March.
Weird.
So it's like done already.
nice. What did you get me in March?
I didn't talk to you that
When
day.
is your birthday?
Shit, I don't know nothing.
I don't
It's-
even know.
it's
Oh, no, I do know your
May
birthday.
23rd.
Because I had to fucking do travel information for you for a long time, and I ended up memorizing your stupid birthday.
Yes.
So
Got it.
Tesla missed a trick. That thing should have a gas tank,
Why?
1 gallon, right?
Okay.
Just so it can say it does infinite miles per gallon.
Okay. That's great. Okay.
I don't know why they didn't do that. It'd be great marketing.
That's a good shower thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got no gallons, so you can't have that stat.
No, it's
So
got,
you're basically just driving
it's
around
got
with
an
a gallon of
infinite.
tank.
Wouldn't that make it infinite? 0 into
You should yourself carry around a gallon of gas,
No.
just so you can.
Why? Why don't I carry 1/10 of a gallon?
Bernie's always carrying around a gallon of gas just in his body.
How much is a gallon? How much is a gallon?
How much? You mean how big is it, or how much does it cost?
How big is it?
It's
It's
I
a
think
gallon of milk.
3.75 liters ish.
You know the milk challenge where they had the jug?
Oh,
We had
okay.
it for our vine. That's
Okay.
a gallon of milk.
Yeah, you could fit that in a Tesla.
Yeah, but I don't want a gallon of gasoline in a milk jug in my car.
What if it was hidden?
Just so I can make some dumb joke to people.
What if it was hidden throughout the car?
It's like, oh, this hidden throughout the car. I'm hiding gas all over my car so that I can tell people, oh, this gets an infinite number of miles per gallon. And they're like, all right.
I
what
think
does
that's
that mean?
way better than just having no gallons. And also,
Stupidest
you
conversation.
can help out someone in need if they break down because you're like, oh, you can suck some of my gallon out.
Listen, you can. I like to walk into someone stranded on the country road and go, hey, you want to suck down some of my gallon? I'm willing to let you.
See, you can't help anyone on the side of the road with anything.
I can't. I can't even jump anyone else's car. I have an electric
Yeah.
car. I can't jump someone else's car.
Well, you can get one of those jumper boxes just to be a nice guy.
I can do that. I can also bring around a gallon of gas in my car.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
that's gonna
I
catch
can
on
live my
fire.
whole life for other people.
Driving a Tesla is selfish.
Shut the fuck up. I mean, it is, but yeah, okay.
How is it selfish?
Because he can't help anyone.
As opposed to you, who would Gavin? If we're driving down the road, Barbara, and Gavin's in my passenger seat,
Yeah.
God knows he would be because he can't fucking drive.
Of course.
And there's someone broken down the side of the road.
Yeah.
And I say, I have a gallon of gas in my trunk. Let's stop and help them.
Nah, can't be bothered.
Right. You're not stopping to help anybody anyway.
Well, I don't want to get shivved or anything.
There you go.
Why would? Do you think someone's like gonna break down and be like, "Oh, perfect,
Look,
this is my time to shit"?
No, I
Shit.
always forget this, right? I know a lot of people in Austin, and they're all like totally nice, normal people. But I forget like the public beyond my circle of people I know are absolutely mental. There's some mentalists here.
There's also some perfectly normal human beings
Yeah.
who might just be.
Most people are
broken down.
okay.
Crazies, though.
Most people are okay.
Yeah.
People are
Yeah.
crazy all over the world.
People are.
Most people I
okay.
interact with are us or fans of us, and they're all fine.
Are you saying ours?
Sir.
How many times a week do you think you talk to somebody that you've never met before?
Like if ever I go buy something.
You do that? I mean, do you go buy something at a place often?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, outside of a like formal thing like that, where it's like a service thing, just a random person. Do you ever make small talk, chit chat?
No,
Really?
Never met my neighbors.
I was in a bar with Gavin the other day, and these two girls started chatting us up, and Gavin was like out immediately. Like, I
Well,
mean,
I'm in a relationship.
I know you're in a.
There's
I know
nothing I
you're
can
gonna
do
go
for you.
there. I know you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with talking to people.
Yeah. You know,
Getting to know someone.
What's the point?
what's the
It's
point of
just like
talking
this.
to people,
No,
Brandon?
what's the point,
Brandon,
like-
what's the point of talking to people?
What am I going to say? I made a new friend who's a girl. That's not going to help anyone.
It's like I think it's like
You don't have to like be friends. Just like, oh, met people, had a nice chat, learned about someone else's life. Cool.
yeah, and it's just like the first 10 minutes of their life, and you're like, well, this is probably guaranteed to be somewhat interesting. This is the best this person has. They're bringing it. There's a chance before the person gets like boring.
You might learn something new,
Yeah.
right, Brandon?
I did that.
Yeah.
I did
Okay,
that
so
one
would
night.
you?
What's that?
I did that one night. I was like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna meet some new people just for funsies. This was like during South by, so a couple months ago. And that night led to me hanging out with I don't know what it's called, a 3-way couple.
Oh, priest and a nun. They were a 3-way couple.
You would have said that regardless of what
That
I
is
said.
called. It is.
A
That is called a triad.
Triad.
You got it.
I'm in a triad.
You're in a triad, or
No,
you?
I met one
Oh, okay.
when I was out,
Yeah.
and I like had a great night with them,
I
hanging
think
out,
it's
going to
becoming
bars.
way more common now.
Yeah.
Two girls and a guy, 2 guys and a girl.
It was a married couple and a boyfriend.
A married couple and a
Huh.
boyfriend.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
think both of the guys were bi, and so like they were all just loving up on each other. It was
Is that what
pretty-
triad means? Is everyone's romantically involved?
Yes. Okay, I'm getting the nod from Texas. Yes,
Got it.
I think that's what it means. I'm not.
What's it?
100%
What
sure.
if it's not? What if it's just like somebody with like a-
Polyamorous? Poly?
what if it's like it's V? That's right, a V relationship, right? Yeah, that's what it's called.
Pyramid scheme.
That's the real pyramid.
V, isn't it? It's just the what they call in Urban Dictionary the Eiffel Tower. Just make sure we're all clear here, because there's a lot of people who are not familiar
That's
with.
when you got 2 P's and 1 V.
I don't know. I feel like behavior is very different depending on if I'm single or not.
Yeah, but don't you sometimes want to flirt? Like, is it a natural instinct that you have? Like, to me, it's a natural instinct I have and that I suppress. And that sometimes I'll just get in
Brittany
those.
flirts with me all the time.
I'll get in those chatty, flirty conversations, almost in a way to just kind of like stay in practice. If it's not going anywhere, I'm not going to do anything, untoward. But Gavin, I feel like even when you're single, like putting you in those scenarios, like you're like, it's a necessity that you have to do in order to date. Like you don't go out of your way to do it. Like Barbara going and sleeping with 3 people at South by Southwest or whatever she said. That is something she just went out and did on her own. Like she just went out and just wanted to do it, right?
Yeah, I got all the P's in my V. And the V in my V.
The V became a W that
Yeah,
night.
it
The
sure
V
did.
relationship. Oh, they were a triad. Now they made it a square.
So flirting is fine as long as it's not acted upon. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, flirting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think flirting is. I don't think that's.
That's a natural.
I just feel it's hard to
Natural.
define. It's like, am I joking with someone or am I flirting with someone? Is it only joking? Is it only flirting if I'm joking with a female?
What do you think qualifies as flirting?
Just being like, I don't know, funny.
Yeah. Just like chatting someone up, right? I mean,
Yeah, but I
if you
feel
met
like
a
chatting
guy.
someone up is like I'm trying to go somewhere with it.
Right. Oh.
I think
if
there's a
you
difference
have
between
intention
being-
to go somewhere, I think
I will
that's
be
different.
cheeky, but I don't think I'll be flirty.
See, what's nice is I can have conversations with women now, and I can just drop the the W bomb. Oh, my wife, blah blah blah, and it's like I can
You wear
have
a
a
ring?
just.
Why don't you wear a ring? I don't see a ring.
I forget it. a lot.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Did the dog eat it?
Yeah.
Didn't
No,
she
I mean
put
it's
it
like
by your bed.
Huh?
Didn't she put like a little tray by your bed that's like, don't forget this?
Yeah, I'm not sure where they are. I bought like 5 of them on Amazon for like $11.
5 rings?
And I've slowly lost them.
You
Dear
treat him
Lord,
like
really?
Bernie
But I do have
sunglasses.
one.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
one. And I know where it is. I just forget to wear it. But it's nice because it's like, then you don't have that thing of like, the girl's like, is this guy trying to hit on me? It's like, no, I just want to have a conversation. That's nice.
Well,
I
yeah,
enjoy
'cause
having
married guys
conversations.
never
with
hit on
married
people, right? Is that what you're saying? Married guys don't hit on people.
Well, they don't drop the, oh, my wife, blah, 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 blah.
I had that when I used to wear a ring. Is I'd be talking to somebody and they would point out my ring and say, "You have a ring on." I'm like, "Yeah, what's wrong?" And then they would think like I was leading them on or something.
Just
because
because you were talking to them?
Yeah, it's just, yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
And you can't, wait, Barbara, I'm sure you deal with that shit all the time. You can't do anything. about
Married
those
men
people.
talking to me?
No, it's like people thinking like you're like, oh, why is she talking to me unless
Yeah.
she wants
unless
to
I could go
marry me and
somewhere.
have babies or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fighting is fun. I just never want to give people the wrong idea.
that's it.
I'm too scared of that happening.
And what'll happen if you give people the wrong idea?
What, you think they'll like jump on you?
No, I just want to think I'm hitting
Do
on
you
them.
think you are so desirable and so
Why
like
are you
ungodly?
saying that?
Like, oh,
What-
if I give any woman just an ounce of me, she's I'm in trouble.
Oh, I think
'Cause
he
she'll
is.
just be like, meow.
I think he is.
He's that
Now, let
desirable?
me
It's
ask you
that
honestly.
accent and that like I don't care about anything thing.
Let me ask
I've
you
always
honestly.
been jealous.
Is that what you think I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Well, you're just like, I can't lead them on, and it's like, well, you're not leading them on. You're just hanging out, and then if they say, oh, like, can I get your number? That's when you're like, oh no, I have a girlfriend or whatever it is. No,
Then
maybe?
it's like it feels like you're trying to be rude or you're trying to like get them to.
As someone who has always been scared of rejection, I don't ever want to turn anyone down. So if I get out of there before anything happens, then I haven't had to do that.
Why do you like? Because you don't like rejecting people, or you don't
As someone
like
who's
the
always had a
temptation?
fear of rejection,
Gotcha.
the idea of rejecting someone is awful to me, and it would make me feel horrible.
Nah, turnabout's fair play. That's how I feel about that.
What's fair play?
Turnabout.
I still don't know what
It's
you're
a common
saying.
expression. Turnabout is fair play.
Turnabout-
You don't know the expression turnabout is fair play?
How did you make 3 syllables into 1 syllable?
Turnabout. I'm saying it. Turnabout.
Well, no, I've never heard that before.
You never really. Okay, so basically, it's like shoes on the other foot.
Done
Same
that
kind
up.
of expression.
Mm.
Turn the tables on
Yeah,
somebody.
turn around. She doesn't have a foot.
Am I speaking fast? I don't feel like I'm speaking fast. I'll slow down so that people can understand.
Please talk
me.
that way for
Please
the rest of the podcast.
enunciate.
I will just speak at a normal tempo.
Will you be mad if I hide a gallon of gas in your car?
Yes, I will be very mad if you hide a gallon of gas.
Oh, that's a
in my
Reddit
car.
death. That's what I'm afraid of. I think I talked about this before,
That's
like
just
dying in a
exploding.
weird way where it's going to end up on Reddit. Like, oh, look at this guy, how he died. It's so
No, die in a
stupid.
weird way. That's fine. What you don't want to do is you don't want to die and people go, oh, of course. That to me is way worse.
What do you mean?
Like when
you're
Amy
old?
Winehouse died,
She
someone
said?
walked up to you and said, hey, Amy Winehouse died. Nobody went, how? You know, because
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
knew she was going to die of a drug overdose and nothing could be done about that. And then she died of that.
What if you
You know?
died in a really lame way?
Go ahead. Oh, like what? Flirting accident. I
Or,
died of
you got
She was
rejection.
let
by,
on.
killed by a book or something. I don't know, like something that's like
Bought
you're
a
in a
book.
library and you died or something.
Yeah, what's a lame way to die? Doesn't like if something can kill you, doesn't that instantly make it
I've
cooler?
seen stuff of like garage doors closing on people or like
No, that's awesome.
that's just like there's nothing in your life that you.
What if
I
you
think
s-
choking on something lame is
What if you slipped on a banana?
awesome.
I'm sure someone has
to
died
me,
by
it's
slipping on a
like
banana.
though I feel like when someone dies like that, I think yeah, I could see how I've been in that situation before,
Mm-hmm.
and I made a mistake and I got out of it, and that person didn't. Like I don't unfortunately remember the name of the gentleman, but the guy from Star Trek who plays Chekhov,
Oh yeah.
how he died this
Mm.
last year,
Anton
Any-
Yelchin.
could have happened to anybody.
Was it like a dumpster?
No, his own
No.
car.
Oh, his own car.
He
right.
got crushed between his own car and a gate or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he was behind the car and I don't know if it was a problem with the car itself, a mechanical problem, but it was supposed to
Yeah.
have a brake engaged.
Yeah, I think
and
his
it just-
drive was a hill, so it
Yeah.
just rolled into
Yeah,
him
the
and
parking
pinned
brake
him.
wasn't on and it just slid back. It wasn't
It
working.
wasn't failed. Oh, bummer.
Recalled.
Text saying it was recalled by
Why
the
don't we put it
manufacturer.
to the audience on Twitter?
How
Lamest
would
way
you
to
like
die.
to? Oh,
Well, that's a bad segue into that, but okay, sure. Lamest way to die.
Doesn't
Well, that
include
was
where you
from
die,
before,
like on
so-
the toilet. That's not a great way to die.
People who drown outside of a body of water, I'd say. Like if
How-
you drown.
Like
Like
drown
on
in a cup of
mouthwash
tea
or
or something?
something?
What do you mean?
Yeah, you know,
You're
drowned in a puddle. I'm Irish. I have a relative who drowned in a puddle, passed out and drowned in a puddle, like a great uncle or something
really
like that
sad.
in Ireland. Yep.
Do you ever think about that? Like, for instance, if you're showering or something and you think, if I slip or I lean down to pick something up and I slip, I bang my head on the porcelain, I'm fucking dead. Like, I'm bleeding out.
That's
no
why
one's gonna know.
it's stupid that the human body has 2 breathing holes and they're both on the same side of your head. If you had nostrils in
You
the back
think
of your
about
head,
that,
it'd be amazing.
Yeah, but something has to be an actual threat to evolve something. Like, I'm sure there's some traits about humans. It's completely random that evolved. Like, it was just it happened to be on, you know, creatures that had a more effective thing that got them through evolution. But it's like if you would need holes in the back of your head if that was a huge problem, I think, for humans. But it's not a huge
It'd be
problem.
like
Well, you could look down in water and still breathe.
You could disguise yourself picking your nose really easily.
I can look down in water and breathe too, like this.
Well, but humans spend such an incredibly relative small amount of time in water. So I don't
Does
think
a
it's an
whale
issue.
only breathe through its hole, or a dolphin? Or
You mean
does
you
it-
can mouth breathe?
Yeah, could it ever come out of the water and go?
I don't know. I assume so. I assume it can breathe.
Like
through
if you
its mouth.
corked a dolphin hole, does it die?
No, I don't think so.
It'd probably pop that thing out. Enough pressure?
Let's assume from his example, though, it's not pop outable. Would it die? No, I can mouth breathe.
You
Or
sure?
can a
You
dolphin
sure?
get a cold and like its hole plugs up? And then
Why
it's
don't you
gotta
look it up? Can a dolphin breathe through its gob?
Can a dolphin? What it's gonna autocomplete here? Can a dolphin?
Can a dolphin?
Can a dolphin drown in the ocean? Can a dolphin live out of the water? Yeah, go get a job at Starbucks. Can a dolphin breathe through its mouth? Second one. The water spray is not coming from the dolphin's lungs. It's just water sitting on top of its head around the blowhole being blown away before he inhales. Dolphins do not breathe through their mouths in the same way that people can. They only breathe through their blowholes.
Oh,
So maybe
they'd
it wouldn't
tape
know
one
how to
up.
do that. Maybe there's like valves and stuff that keep it from
I
doing
wonder
it.
if animals call human mouths blowholes.
I don't think
What do you mean if there's valves and stuff?
Well, like you have what's the valve that covers your trachea when you swallow
But you
food?
just read that it doesn't breathe through its mouth. So why would there be a valve?
Well, that's what prevents it from breathing through the mouth. Is the valve is the thing that shuts it off.
Yeah, but why would it have a valve if it wasn't a two-way? It would just be like one's gut and one's lung.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So one goes to a different place.
You just described the perfect situation where you don't need a valve.
Wait, you don't breathe through your mouth? Listen. I don't know enough about dolphin anatomy here, but I'm assuming that if push comes to shove, dolphin can breathe through its mouth. Like I don't think there's some scientist like clamping down.
That's like if
on the
someone
blowhole.
covered your nose and mouth, push comes to shove, I can breathe through my arsehole.
Well, here's
Control
the difference.
Center says,
The thing
Control Center says
Was
it's not
that
gonna happen.
arsehole or asshole?
I mean, but that seems like a way better system than
out.
us. We have like one hole that
My
shares
whole
two
life
purposes.
This is a confusing
Only
statement. It
saying
says
arsehole.
dolphins do not breathe through their mouths. Not they can't. They just don't do it, Brandon.
Oh, so it's choice.
It's confusing. It's arbitrary. It's a little
Patrick
gray
says
area.
on the other way.
Patrick says what?
Patrick says can only breathe through their blowholes.
What does
Buttholes?
Patrick know about dolphins? What do you know about dolphins, Patrick? Were you a dolphin
He's a
expert?
marine biologist.
Not slack.
That's like
Dolphinologist.
The thing that scares me is like the
Oh,
back
here's a
of
YouTube video. This dolphin has learned to breathe through its mouth, so everybody can suck a dick.
well, if it's on YouTube, it has
So
to be
can the
true.
How
dolphin
could you
and breathe.
prove that though?
It's got music.
Is it copyright
it's gonna be a
music?
dolphin.
Scientists believe it's got a blocked or injured blowhole. They can't check if it's fucking blocked.
Believe that's
It
they
had to lift
believe
its
it.
head higher than usual and open its mouth to breathe. It's like Tay. Yeah, so this one can breathe through its mouth. So mystery solved by
So there is a
Flipper.
valve.
Here.
Crisis averted, everybody.
Thank
You want
God.
to apologize to me, Gavin? Do you want to apologize to me for being
He
right?
was being an asshole.
Can I? What is the sort of neutral? I feel like apologizing is saying you're right about everything. How about what's like a middle ground of like a neutral sort of we're both right?
You agree to disagree.
Agree. That's it. Yeah,
All right.
got it.
I don't agree.
Turnabout
with
is fair play. That's how you say that.
Did you say the same thing again?
Turn about that.
Turnabout.
Fair play.
The thing that scares the hell out of me is the back of the head, the skull, because there's not enough protection back there. Like if someone pushes you back and you trip backward and you hit the back of your head,
Yeah.
Done
you're
it.
done.
You
What?
I
You
went-
pushed somebody? Did you kill
Oh,
somebody?
is that how
No,
you
I
got
fell on
your...
the back of my head and I lost my vision.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is that when you couldn't spell something on the keyboard?
No, that was when I had a stroke. The one where I fell on my head was where I had like swelling on my vision bit,
Holy shit.
and I couldn't see anything.
That
for
was a
it. But
really bad fall, though.
3
Like,
days.
The way that was orchestrated.
3 days you couldn't see?
Yeah, it was just blurry as hell. Like the first day, I could see like light.
Did
and
your
then it,
skull
like,
start
slowly
bleeding?
went. No.
Yeah.
Your
Bonk.
skull bleeding?
Yeah, in the back. You hit it hard enough.
Yeah. Like, your skull bleeding.
What would you call it? The back of your head.
Back
Your
of your
head
head?
bleeding.
Scalp. Fine.
My bone is bleeding.
Yeah, fair enough.
We get a bleeding inside your skull. That's a huge problem. And then you can have bleeding on your head.
Yeah, both.
Not quite as
Possible.
bad.
But the front
So-
and back are stronger than the sides.
Although you talked about knocking yourself out in the shower, we know somebody who had that happen recently.
It wasn't the shower though.
No, it wasn't a shower.
Just
It
the
was
bathroom.
Anna. Yeah, she passed out, and she has a lot of images on social media of the big scar she got.
You can't see that anymore.
I know, right? It disappeared.
Yeah.
It
She's
was
like,
a good-looking
like
scar.
I would have
Wolverine.
loved that scar.
She was
Yeah,
like
it was
Wolverine.
cool.
Always
Yeah.
wanted a cool
Yeah.
face scar.
We had a couple people who
Please
got
make
like
that happen.
eyebrow scars all at once. Like Erica got one as well from
Yeah.
wardrobe. She got like a cool eyebrow scar,
God,
and hers is
jealous.
gone too. What are they doing with scars now? They're
They're
gone.
better at it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a new product.
they do that thing with the
Scars
Wolverine
guard.
where they give you the green injection.
Yeah, like Wolverine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all
yeah,
science.
Yeah, yeah,
It's all
yeah.
science. But if she honestly, not to sound morbid or anything, if she lived alone, I think that could have killed her. I really do.
Well, yeah.
Just bleeding out.
Yeah, just knocked out, and I mean, she had a big cut, and head wounds bleed a lot.
I mean,
Yeah.
if she
Suspect
had been
why.
knocked unconscious because it was in the middle of the night,
Yep.
so yeah.
I think she was out for a little bit. I think
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
Anyway,
crazy.
scary to think about. Yeah,
She's okay.
she's okay,
Thank God.
and her scars disappeared somehow. I'm with you, Brandon. I was like, you're gonna have a fucking wicked scar,
Yeah.
and it's
gonna be
weird.
think
It's
it's
weird to
still-
be disappointed.
It's gonna be so
It's
cool.
still there, but they did a really good job.
You have a
With
cool
it.
scar.
I do. I have a scar right here on my forehead.
That's just a wrinkle.
Can't see it.
I'll never forget the day I met you when you bonked your head so many times on that TV in the hotel.
I had a red. I had a
His face-
dent.
His forehead was all cut up. because he kept-
Why did you keep bonking your head on a TV?
So when I first saw Gavin, it was one of the first times I ever traveled internationally. I was
was so
invited to go to
proud.
France to talk about Red versus Blue, and they had a freaking TV bolted on one of those arms on the wall of my hotel room because European hotel rooms are this big, basically. So there was no room to put the TV like on a dresser; it had to be bolted to the wall. But it was bolted and suspended at this height, like just above my eye level. And so I cracked my head on that like 15 times in one day. Like it was all cut up, and I had a dent in my head and everything else. So
You must have been so annoyed every time.
Fuck again.
and it was right outside the bathroom door too. So anytime I was like when I was getting ready, and you get in and out of the bathroom a couple times, getting ready to go to this speech, it was the only mirror was in there. Crack every time. Bang. It's just the worst.
Guys, I have more news about Mother's Day.
You do, Brandon.
I do have.
Really?
Mother's Day is this weekend, as you guys know. What are you doing to show your mom how special she
What
is?
are you doing?
Let's find out.
There's still time to send her Sherry's berries.
Oh, we have Sherry's berries
We
today?
have Sherry's berries.
That didn't register at the top of the podcast.
Huge, freshly dipped
show it off,
strawberries
Gavin.
starting at $19.99 plus shipping. And right now, you can double the berries for just $10 more. Pick your
Wow.
delivery date, and these berries are guaranteed to arrive fresh and delicious or your money back. You may think you've seen gourmet dip cherries before, but strawberries before, but you have never seen anything like this. They are not your typical gourmet dip strawberries. Your mom will be impressed. Sherry's berries are huge, sweet, juicy, and covered in decadent toppings, chocolate chips, chopped nuts, white milk, and dark chocolatey goodness.
If you
The
spill those, I'm going to get so mad at you.
only way to get amazing berries, starting at $19.99, is to visit berries.com. Click on the microphone in the top right corner and use my code TEETH. That's BERRIES.com and code TEETH when you click on the mic. This amazing deal won't last long, and Mother's Day is this weekend.
Blah, blah, blah.
So make sure to order right now.
Your mother has done so much for you.
Do it now. Do it
Get her.
now.
These are so good. We freak out every time Sherry's Berries is a sponsor because they're so good.
Did we get a nice close-up?
We already
Sweet shot?
did.
We did.
Oh, we did.
We put a vignette on it?
Do you want
People
one,
like
Brandon?
I don't
vignettes.
think we did the
People like
vignette.
vignettes.
Can we do a live vignette?
Patrick, can we do a vignette?
Yes, yeah, vignette.
I see them all looking at each
A
other.
bunch of people like, huh?
Oh, what now?
So, I've seen,
Oh, you've messed it up.
I know.
I'm super
We
bad
all
at it.
messed it up.
I've seen a lot of like horrible sci-fi movies, and they all start with some stupid premise. And like I think about a month ago,
What's the stupidest sci-fi movie you've seen recently?
recently, I don't know if I can remember. I remember there was one a few years ago with like a team of geologists that had to go under the water, and a girl showed her boobs in the first 5
The
minutes.
fuck are you watching?
Nice.
Oh, somebody remember it.
Titanic.
But like typical cliche team of scientists movie. But
Yeah,
like,
with the boobs. Every
there's
science-
always
Every science
Cliche.
team I've ever been on, like boobs are out constantly.
it was awkward because it was just like, hey, I'm so and so, I'm so and so, and she's like, here are my boobs because you're gonna want to see them later.
I
Let's
like
just
that.
get this over and done with.
I'm here for the peer review.
So a few weeks ago,
That's a science joke nobody else got.
Japan apparently announced that they are trying to drill into the Earth's mantle for some fucking reason.
They own it.
Oh, this is real
They
life.
own
This
it.
isn't your stupid sci-fi movie. This is real life.
Yeah. This is real life. I'm saying it reminds me of a dumb premise at the beginning of sci-fi movie. It's like nothing good could come of this. They want to drill into the Earth's mantle.
What if you can generate power through its heat? And
You know
power.
how hot it is? There's no way you could like be able to use that and not melt every. No, this is not worth the risk. The amount of
mantle-
the amount
What's
of
gonna
money it
happen?
would take, the amount of money that it would take to process that couldn't possibly
How
be
deep-
cheaper.
How deep is the mantle?
I'll have to
20.
look.
Let's guess. How deep is the mantle?
20 feet.
Here's the
50
question.
miles.
You got a little, there, you got it. You nailed it. You knew exactly where it was.
No, it's got to be less than that. 10
So-
miles down.
Do you think we have been? Let me think about this. I can't answer that question. The answer is easy. I was gonna say, have we been further out into space than we have been deep into the
Yes.
Earth? But
Well,
we
well,
have
we've
been to the moon, so
Way
Yeah.
further.
it's further away, way
in
further.
space.
But is orbit further distance up than we've been down? Like, what's the
I
farthest
assume-
distance?
Like,
we've
is
been
the
down?
ISS deeper, higher than the deep?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a crazy stat that I've heard that we talked about on the podcast before, which is to scale, the Earth is smoother than a billiard ball
Yeah.
on a pool table.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Mount Everest, all
But
the way
what-
to the Marianas Trench, is still with the diameter of the Earth is still within the variation of a cue ball.
What year was that, though?
What?
Well, you're
Well,
What
you
year was
like-
what?
I feel like in 2017, you can make a perfectly spherical billiard ball.
As long as they make stuff for the general public, there's always going to be a garbage version of it, though. Like the standard for like a normal pool ball.
Like, somewhere there's there's a perfect sphere somewhere.
Well, apparently there's a dude who makes perfect spheres. I'm not kidding.
Is that what he's known for?
Yes, and they're worried that when he dies, there's no one to replace him.
No one will be able to make
Come
the perfect
on.
I'm going to
sphere.
look this up.
A computer can make
bullshit.
a sphere.
That has
They
to be
can't
bullshit.
manufacture a perfectly spherical object.
A laser
But
thing
this-
or like a milling thing.
But this man can.
I might be talking completely
No, there's
out of
no
ass.
way he could.
He could do it by eye. He just polishes it until it's perfectly spherical.
I looked up dude makes perfect spheres.
Does he like shit him out or something? Like what?
Another great premise for a bad sci-fi movie. Sphere, just about a perfect sphere, comes from space.
There's nothing to fear but
hilarity
sphere itself.
ensues.
His name is Akam Leisner. He's Australian. That's a very Australian name. Leisner has made his career in the precision crafting of specialized optics.
Oh, so it's like lenses in that.
The Avogadro project needed a silicon sphere made to as high a precision as possible. The research team searched the world for manufacturing options and found Leisner's precision in handcrafting spheres superior to any machine. It's this dude. I
That's
read
like the
about
most
this
important
guy.
dude on the planet if you really like spheres.
How
I don't
the
know.
fuck do you discover that you can do that?
What
Are
if
you like at the Play-Doh and you're like this, and someone's like, "That is fucking
the
perfect."
teacher's just like. So wait, how deep is the mantle? Do we look that up?
Oh,
I think it's
Brandon was on it.
11 kilometers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's like 5 miles.
7 miles.
yeah, 7 miles.
How much?
Yeah, that's digging 7 miles deep is doesn't seem like that big a deal.
What do they want? down
But
there?
it's huge. It's like incredibly thick. It's like most of the the Earth's mass.
Well, the
Isn't the
core-
Marianas Trench deeper than 7 miles?
7 miles down in the
Well,
ocean.
I think it's like they're gonna go to a place that has the least amount of water between the surface and the
Mantle.
I have a question.
mantle.
Go
I
ahead.
think the Earth's crust is.
What
next.
if they
and
drill
then they go
down-
through the crust, the water, the crust, and then the mantle.
What if they drill down like, I don't know, 3 miles, and they discover that there's an entire layer of gold that's about half a mile thick, or something like that. They discover something that's under the crust of the earth that
sure-
we think of as being very rare.
That'd be the worst day of Joel's life.
It would be very bad. Be a bad day for fiat currencies in general, I think. Well, maybe not fiat currencies, but yeah, it would be interesting.
You can't compress water, right?
Where do they find water down there? Fresh water. That'd be interesting
It's
too.
just
Now
not
you're
the
saying
thing. It's
water.
all
Water.
of the
You can't.
Earth's mass. It's no. That's just not. They're not going to do it. It's just all.
What's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen?
I don't know. Nothing good.
Well, maybe something good. It's a scientific endeavor.
No,
The
what if
mantle's
shit
not-
flies out of it? I don't know.
Like what?
I don't know. I
Demons?
can't
I know
anticipate.
a nun
I'm
who
just
can suck
saying
those
that
out.
if you make a list of things we're doing and ask me which could lead to something bad happening, drilling into the Earth's mantle is
Look-
probably at the
look
top
at-
of the list.
Look at the entire Earth. If the Earth was this big, they're probably drilling in like a millimeter. It's not that far down.
It doesn't matter. It's still like an important part of the Earth's core.
They get your dolphin cork.
Your
and they
voice
fill it
goes
back up.
impressively high when you're
How
defending
big
It's
a
it.
when
hole.
I'm just like, this is a big.
How big a hole do you think this is?
What?
How big a hole do you think this is?
aliens.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
if
they're setting a record, so they're just drilling down for depth. That's what they're doing. They're not
Okay.
going for girth.
Oh,
Johnny
So
Depp.
they've
for a laugh.
identified 4 objectives here. The first of which is to access the planet's mantle by drilling through the seafloor.
Yeah, sample it. And see what's
Pretty
down there.
straightforward.
Yeah.
Through the seafloor, well, they're going to flood the mantle.
So the second aim
Oh, that
is
shit's
to
breaking up through all the time.
You know what they should name the drill?
Go ahead.
Johnny Depth.
yeah. so
Good lord.
so a little unrelated. Did you see Musk? Elon Musk is building drilling machines now.
Yeah, boring machines.
Boring
specifically.
machines, yeah, for
He
tunnels.
wants, he wants to build a big tunnel.
Why?
I don't trust
Where's it
tunnels.
going?
I don't trust tunnels.
What?
It's,
Think about what you're saying.
No, I don't. Like I'm waiting for the day that a building in New York just falls through the ground, like goes straight down into the ground.
Because of the subway?
Just because there's too much stuff like dug underneath New York City, and it's a coastal city.
That's terrifying.
It's terrifying. Yeah.
well,
There's
like
a lot down there, more than the subways, dude. A lot of stuff down there.
we thought the future was going to be highways under cities, but the big dig ended up being a disaster.
But yeah,
Ended up going like way too long. People died. Like 15 years later, concrete fell from the ceiling and crushed somebody.
Yikes! Really?
Yeah,
That sucks.
don't go to the big dig.
No, that's
But I'm
just-
saying like there is some
I don't
something
think we
there.
should use
to-
the big dig as the example of why we shouldn't do things very specifically.
Well, that's why people
Bunch of
don't do it
Boston
anymore.
Union guys. What? Took them? They got overtime on it. Go figure.
So, okay. So, say you were in a cylinder of water.
All right, I'm in a
Right.
cylinder of water.
The cylinder's half full of water.
But who makes the best cylinders?
Right,
Some
hold
guy
on.
in Austria.
But if you can't compress water, right? So, say you're swimming like halfway under the water,
Go ahead. Okay.
and then a block of lead that was the perfect size of the cylinder crashed down onto the water. Because water can't be compressed, would you just get like
it would be the same
splattered?
as it falling on you.
Even if you were like way under it and it never touched you, would you be just like annihilated by the water?
I believe so because I think
'Cause
that
the pressure?
it's the water. And I think it's the polarity of the water that gives it the strength. Would be pushing back with as much force. You would then also be required to push back with as much force, and also with the weight of the water that's on top of you. So it'd be even greater than that piece of lead falling
So
on you.
watching that would be like watching someone get crushed by nothing.
You would go squish.
just
yeah.
be mushed without any visible anything.
Maybe that'd be interesting because then you could do things as long as you could have something that was waterproof or hydrophobic. Like you could put a cake in the cylinder, fill it with perfectly clear water, but then the cake would just get smushed. You know, it looked like it visibly got smushed.
That'd
right?
be so cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
That's
cool.
better than the hydraulic press channel.
But the bubbles would pop out. Yeah, let's invent this fucking James Bond villain device.
Well, if you had a water press that was this big,
I think that's right. I think I'm right there, but I don't know. Maybe somebody who's
The
a
sound it would make.
yeah.
maybe somebody who's a hydraulic engineer could tell me different.
I should say before we move on, the final objective was to find if there's life inside the mantle.
I don't know if we want to discover that
There you go. See, nothing
because it's
good.
already on Earth at that point. I don't know how you quarantine that if that's
Maybe
the case.
Rita Repulsa's down there.
No, she's in a tunnel in the moon.
What's wrong with tunnels? Tunnels are great.
I just worry about it.
Getting crushed?
No, I worry about like stuff on top falling through. Like
Well, just don't do a tunnel under a skyscraper then.
I agree with that. Okay, tunnels are cool. otherwise.
Channel tunnels.
Yeah,
cool.
but I mean, then
go to France.
that's an example of density that usually necessitates a tunnel of some kind to bypass that infrastructure. Right?
I know it wouldn't happen.
You're not going to build a tunnel underneath a farm.
if the
No,
tunnel
why wouldn't you?
broke in the middle, and then the London Channel like drained into that.
The London, yeah,
What's it called? The channel.
the Channel Tunnel.
No, the
Channel
actual body of
12?
water. Yeah, the channel goes under the channel.
Uh-huh.
The channel?
It is the channel. That's what it's
It's
called.
a channel.
It's a channel tunnel?
It's the tunnel under the channel. Do you not know that that's called the channel?
Between France and England, you mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Why'd you stop me then?
You just call it the London Channel. I don't know what you're on about.
You didn't know what I was talking about? You couldn't infer from my statement that
I
I
was
meant
like-
the body of water between England and France?
I thought you talked about the Thames. I was like, the London, I don't know. Well, I'm not in your head.
I said if the channel broke and the channel
It's a channel
drained
after
into it.
London Channel.
All right.
I think it's just the English Channel,
What?
the body of water.
English channel.
It's
There you
called
go.
the English Channel.
I said the London channel.
London
It's the English channel.
Oh, so Gavin's right then. He did not know what you were talking about.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You didn't know what the channel was. You're trying to deflect from the fact that you didn't know basic facts about.
Has channel ever been said more times on a podcast?
Nope, never.
Anyway, my story was stupid anyway. If it drained, the water drained in, it'd be funny if like the English channel then shot out of both sides of the channel like a high-end fire hose.
And then in the middle was just a big bubble.
just like
Like an air
a
bubble.
dirt patch, and it drained everything in there.
I thought that was funny. I'm glad we got to it.
I'm glad we got to it too. You think, like, I wonder what happens if they'd have just drilled the Panama Canal through the land without making the series of locks that lower the elevation. What the hell would have happened? Would the water have just rushed through and then wiped out and then would the ocean drain on one side? It seems impossible because it's one. We call them different oceans, but it's one gigantic body of water. So how can there be different elevations of water on different sides of Panama? How is that even fucking possible?
Mm.
It's crazy, right?
Well, I think it's the
It's like
same
puddles.
level, right? But in order to create lakes, they raise the center part. So when you're going in the Pacific Ocean, which I think is
Why wouldn't they just build a river
east.
through and just drive through it?
Do
Then?
you
Yeah, I
guys-
mean, think about two
They-
puddles, though.
'cause-
You could have a puddle up here and a puddle down there.
Do you guys remember that scene in
Not if
Finding
the
Nemo?
puddles are connected back on the other side, though. Right?
On the other side,
Well, like if there's a
not-
puddle here and a puddle here,
yeah.
but then there's like a little river that runs between them and connects them, which the oceans have. They go around South America.
Yeah, but if this one's being filled as fast as it's filling the other one,
Filled with what?
the other, you said the whole ocean is an ocean.
Yeah, we're saying like how the ocean's different elevations. How is that possible?
It's
Am I
just-
crazy?
yeah.
Am I off base here?
The thing is, each way you go, you raise you go up. Like
And
they
then you go back down?
yeah, like because basically they didn't just build a tunnel through the whole thing. They flooded part of Panama to make a lake, so it's easier for cars, for ships,
No, I
ships to
I
go
got you.
through it.
I'm the one who doesn't know, so keep explaining it
So
to
if
me.
you're like, Pacific Ocean, you're like, bloop, 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 and then you're going through a man-made lake.
Why would they do that? Why would they make that series of
Because
locks?
it's really hard to just like build like a river through an entire country. And like they did it in like what, the 20s?
Yeah, how long?
And there was like
So they do
malaria.
the elevation thing to basically get over a hill, is what you're saying.
No. They created lakes, right?
Yeah.
Like they created lakes.
No, I'm just saying that on the topography
Uh-huh.
of the country, you're saying they built the elevation up and they come back down. So basically you have like a water highway over a hill.
Yeah, it's not
Instead of
necessarily a
going through it.
hill. It's just terrain that you don't have to
I'm
go
simplifying here big time. How long is the Panama Canal? Does anybody know? How do we get
through.
into
I don't
this
know.
dumb conversation?
But it's weird because you go back like,
Oh, it's 48 miles.
I think to go to the Pacific Ocean, you go
It's long.
How many locks?
east. To go to the Atlantic Ocean, you go west. It's like confusing.
You go to the east, you go west?
Yeah.
What?
If you're in the Atlantic Ocean, you want to get to the Pacific Ocean, you go east.
What?
Do you guys remember that scene in Finding Nemo where
If I'm sorry.
What's fun?
What?
What did you say?
I say if I'm, and then I was like,
Oh,
oh, I just
all right.
interrupted Barbara.
Well, you remember that scene in Finding Nemo where he wanted to touch the boat and then he touched it, and then
That's what you interrupted Brandon for?
Yeah, it's like all swirly. I don't know. I know. I've me in the Panama Canal. I just know. I don't know. I saw something on it. But yeah, like they kept trying to make a canal there. It was hard, so they just flooded part of the country and make a lake. And they're like, shit, we got to get, ships from the ocean to the lake, build some shit, raise the shit.
It lifts them from the Pacific and then lowers them to the Atlantic.
Yeah,
So it raises them up and then lowers them back
and
down.
east to west. It's like
so it's
backwards.
like a speed bump.
Think of that.
Yeah, I knew that the locks were there to change the elevation of the
Mhm.
ships. The altitude, essentially, is a weird thing to say about a ship.
So they had to have the locks?
I guess Brandon's right that the reason why they built the locks was so they wouldn't have to dig as much
Was there a
land
lock
out.
necessity?
It was they were a lock from the beginning. But it seems like by now we would build something that's like, fuck the locks. Let's just dig a straight channel and then just drive through it.
Yeah, because the technology we have, but like a tremendous amount of people died trying to build that. And I think like the French tried to do it first and everybody just died. So they're like, fuck it.
No, they're French.
And then the US was like, well, we want this. So they organized some kind of revolution in Colombia to make Panama so they can have it. It's a whole crazy history.
Here's for reference. Just doing it that way, raising them up and then lowering them back down again. I'm sure there's some civil engineer who's going ape shit right now on Twitter about us talking about this. It takes a ship 8 to 10 hours to go through that whole process, to go through the Panama Canal. So it takes them 10 hours to go 50 miles or
How
whatever.
long does it take a
48
piece
miles.
of shit, though?
It does, and that'll float
But to
right
go
through it.
around would be way longer.
To go, yes, to go, you are correct. To go around would be way longer, but if they just like invested the money on digging out the rest of it.
Well, then the water would be too fast.
Why would that? Why? Explain it to
Different
me.
heights. It'd be like a torrent.
No, I think the different heights thing was something that I always thought I had a misconception there were different heights of water. But apparently it raises you up out of one body of water, then lowers you down into the other body of water. So you're doing this up a hill.
Plus
you're going over a hill with water. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's the simplest way I can describe it. Like it's like if you're building a freeway and you get to a hill, it's like, well, we can fucking blast through this hill, or we can just go over the top of the hill. And they say, oh, how long is the hill? 48 miles. It's like, let's go over it. Let's not go through
How
it.
long is
So
the hill?
instead of building the border wall, we should just flood Texas.
Hey, do you remember that scene in Finding Nemo?
Right?
Anybody see? Anybody
It's a
here
fucking
see-
joke, by the way, before I
Finding
get
Nemo?
1,000 messages. Sorry.
So,
All right, I'm gonna check Twitter for the civil engineers.
did
losing
Twitter
their ape shit.
come up with the lamest death? Did they come up with anything?
Yeah, check that hashtag.
I'm
RT
checking
podcast.
hashtag RT podcast.
We probably should have mentioned that.
Who am I rooting for in this season of The Amazing Race? I'm rooting for Team Fun. Not that I'm playing favorites in any way whatsoever.
Team Fun.
I liked Vank. He was also awesome because he was just like, I love the guy, so analytical, and I appreciate that on the race. But no, I'm rooting for Team Fun because they're just fun. they're nice.
As the
Floyd
title would.
and Becca. But nothing, no information from Twitter. Go figure. The main danger of drilling into the mantle. Here we go.
It's also Twitter.
Is releasing of the kaiju. So, thank you. So that's what Twitter has to offer us in terms of scientific
That was
information.
funny though. That was good.
All right, guys. That was a good science conversation. I'm sure we
Give me another berry before you read about another sponsor.
we informed a bunch of people on some valuable information that
Are we
they
done
can
on
take to their
drinks?
science
Do we only
class.
get one drink?
What do you mean with drink?
Oh, you could get more.
Let's get more drinks.
Is there one other round?
While we get those, I want to let you guys know that this episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to create a website or online store. They have beautiful, award-winning design templates, 24/7 customer service, and domains. If you've been thinking about starting your own website or online store, start your free trial today at squarespace.com/roosterteeth and enter offer code roosterteeth to get 10% off your first purchase. Make your next move with Squarespace. This is actually how Paula created her own website, portfolio website. We went to Squarespace, registered it, and I was like, well, I'll help you design the page, later on. But I mean, she just started it herself and logged in with the tools and created something within a day. And she's not super tech savvy. She obviously doesn't know any code, and it worked, and it looked really, 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 really good. So even if you're not an expert, just a novice, you just want your own site, please check out squarespace.com/roosterteeth and enter offer code roosterteeth. Easy offer code to remember. Thank you so much to Squarespace.
Oh, look
You
at that
got vignetted.
vignette.
Look at that.
Wow.
No,
Great
you got to
intro.
drop down the opacity on that vignette.
Dude,
also-
don't direct from the fucking
This
chair.
is like a binocular.
Oh, there
gotta,
you go.
It's
Look
also
at that. Now you're ready.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
slightly offset. It's slightly.
I
All right.
want to see the vignette on
For
me.
that awesome vignetting. Hey, Ben, you want to come grab these berries for everybody?
You unleashing the berries.
Share
to
the berries.
Give
supporter
it to the crew.
controller.
You can step in.
Come
what
on
other
in.
effects can we have on the video?
Bump, 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 bump. Here,
Do you
hand those out
remember-
to everybody else. Those are awesome.
Do you remember when we did We had like this shitty green screen back
Oh,
at
and
the
Joe
old
was
podcast.
huge.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And we composited, didn't acknowledge it,
He
but
was on the table.
composited Joe on the table.
It
It
was
made him
really-
like 20% larger.
Do you
It
know
was
I
really cool.
almost brought Joe to the podcast tonight because I knew I was gonna be on with you. Oop, I've got my mic way out of
I'm
position.
glad Joe's doing well.
He's doing great. He's fucking lazy, dude. He just lays around all day long.
He's a cat.
I didn't call him Joe. I didn't call him Joe the cat. Joe the cat.
Sorry, that one was an accident.
Gavin keeps making my knee wet.
Oh yeah, I'm getting.
Do you want another one, Dubs?
Stop flirting. We already went over that.
I'm
Stop leading him on.
still good. I drink slowly.
Oh, okay.
Did I tell you the
Texas
time he ran out of the annex at our old office, and I got so scared
The
that I
annex?
lost your cat?
You had to catch him.
So I couldn't. I had no idea where it was.
Yeah.
So I slept there. But I was like, shit. I mean, if you can't get here, the door's closed. So I like propped the door open and
Didn't you
slept.
make Lindsay come in on
And-
the weekend to try and find the cat?
Everything was a week. It was a work night. Yeah,
My dog Lincoln.
but I
got
needed.
out,
I
too.
mean, I needed help, and she lived next to the studio.
Sure.
Lindsay really hated having Joe the cat at the studio.
Not a lot of us were big fans because
No.
he peed and stuff, and
I just assumed she would have liked him because he's a cat.
he was kind of mean.
Yeah, Lindsay loves cats.
He ran outside all the time.
Yeah, Joe the cat's a pain in the ass sometimes. He's a pain in the ass. You know what his new thing is? He brings up a still alive mouse into the bedroom.
Still alive.
Yeah, he brings it
then
all
he'll
over the
crunch on
living
him.
room. Yeah,
Can't even kill it.
he crunches on him.
So I tried taking my newest cat, Columbo, out.
Ernest? Oh, right. Go on.
Ernest.
I don't know. I couldn't.
Columbo the cat. And she's street cat rescue. So I was like, oh, she's been
Street
outside
cat.
before. Took her outside.
friend.
She
That's
plopped
street
down,
rat.
went as flat as possible, and then just went like,
It's a sky. The sky freaks him out.
yeah. And then she didn't move for 30 seconds. I took her back inside.
Yeah.
They really freaked her out.
Woo! Party.
Wow, Barbara. Quite defensive.
So our puppy is like 8 months
You're the
old.
weirdest person I know. You're a lunatic.
When do
Uh,
they stop being puppies?
Huh? 1 year.
Is that the cutoff?
Yeah, because that's when I can like start feeding him twice a day. I don't know. That's just in my head.
They gotta pay full
Ki-
price the movie.
Because it's annoying. So like every time he sees somebody, every time he goes someplace, every time he sees another dog, he wants to play. He's just so happy. He just wants to like explore. And I was like, I wish for a day I could see the world like you see it. Like just completely positive. Like there's not any kind. Like I want to tell him, like, look, there's so much death and destruction and horribleness in the world. You need to be careful and not just like
Why are
run
you
everywhere.
shaking
But
so
a part of
much?
me, I'm just so jealous because I want that feeling. At
Do you
least
want
for a
more
day.
misery for your dog?
Yeah, he can't just. We were at Zilker Park, and I'm like, shit, where the fuck is he? And he ran to
That's like
another
doggy
group of
heaven.
people
That's how
to
dogs
like
work.
hang out with them. I'm like, no, you got to stay close to us.
That's
Brandon,
like
you could-
ordering a kid a Happy Meal and then bitch slapping it out of his
None
hand.
of the other dogs did that. He just totally, he just doesn't understand bad
deprived
things
of
can happen to him
friendship?
because nothing's bad. He's never been attacked. No, sorry. Oh shoot, no, a pit bull did attack him.
Got attacked by a pit bull and it lived? Your dog lived?
Yeah. I guess he didn't go for the throat, but the pit bull like went after him. My friend had to pick him up and pick up the puppy or Vader. Picked up Vader, and the
You're
pit bull
friends with
kept
Vader.
going after the dog, and she was just like holding on to it and kicking it. And then we found out that the
She sounds
dog.
like a badass friend.
Oh
dude.
no, she's pretty hardcore. And we
Kicking a
found
pit
out that
bull.
that pit bull was a rescue. And it's like, dude, I get you're trying to do the right thing, but be a responsible owner and don't let this dog off the leash with other dogs. He ended up attacking like 4 dogs in our apartment complex.
This is like a little bit like hitting a beehive making a comment like this, but people always say that about pit bulls or Rottweilers or breeds that statistically kill more than other breeds. I'm not saying dogs attack more, but there's certain dogs that if they attack you, you're way more likely to die.
Sure.
And pit bull is one of those breeds. And people always say, well, it's not the dog, it's the owner. I don't have time to vet and background check owners when I'm out on the street. You know what I mean? It's like, how do I know if somebody's a bad owner until their dog fucking bites me on the leg?
Yeah.
That's how you figure that shit out.
Just like I say, everything's good till it's not.
I think it's more about placing blame. People tend to blame.
Yeah, because they want the dog to get put down or whatever, you
Yeah.
know, or that all those dogs are bad dogs. Totally get that.
But you could fight a pit bull.
Yeah, I could fight a pit bull.
Bernie could fight any animal. You've already made that clear.
I could fight any animal except for silverback gorilla. I've amended since then. Silverback gorilla would just
Rip you to shreds.
all my arms would be gone.
Did you see that video I sent you with about the deer?
All your
you see that?
arms.
What's that?
Did you see the deer video I sent you?
Oh, the one sucking out the demons? Oh no, the other video. What was that one?
It was a this guy was
Look
just
it
like
up.
sitting on the side of the road, and who's calling me? standing on the side of the road, and everything seemed normal. Then all of a sudden, this
Mr. Hand showed
deer
up.
comes out of nowhere and plows through him and just like knocks him over to the ground.
That is not the video you sent me of the deer. The deer thing you sent me was about a deer for the first time was caught chewing on human remains.
Okay, there's 2 deer videos.
That's a video.
I
of
got
that?
2 deer videos. This
No.
was a good week for
I don't
deer.
actually click any of the links that he sends me. That was an article, I believe.
Yeah, that was a good. It was oh, man. It was
With
a good
photos,
week
I
for
assume?
deer.
It was just a stock photo of a Bambi-looking deer, like a little fawn with spots. it was
Danger.
probably not the animal that did it.
That's not what I meant to send you. Let me see if I can find it.
So while you're
You,
looking
just,
for
you
that,
sent me a different deer-based link.
Yeah,
were
I
just on
told
a
you this
deer
was
tear?
deer was. They were in the news.
I
this week.
read in the news about apparently 33 years ago, an Irish beach was washed away. Right, all the sand was sucked out, and it was just rocks.
Isn't that just having a new beach? Oh, okay, go ahead.
And then it was just like people can go to the beach anymore. There's no sand left. And then
What was there?
And then last week it came back.
What? You went on
Like
vacation.
the tide went down?
It just like brought a load of sand back in, and now there's a beach there again.
Here's
But
the
for
real story there.
33 years,
Bunch of Irish people got drunk and forgot where the beach was, and then they stumbled upon it later. That's exactly what happened there. They just watched away and came back.
I just like that it was gone for so long, and now they've got a beach again. Golden sand.
There's always creepy shit near the ocean too. Like, have you ever seen that where the foam starts?
The scum.
Yeah, or have you ever seen an ocean that's freezing? That's crazy. Where the waves are freezing as they come in.
Mhm.
It's probably not an ocean thing, probably a lake thing. But it's really weird when waves are frozen. You have to go look it up. I can describe what it looks like, but it's pretty freaking amazing.
How does it freeze so fast in motion?
I think it's because it like as it goes up, there's more surface area exposed to the air, so the waves start to freeze.
Sounds like day after tomorrow.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts.
There's videos of people who live in very cold climates, Canada, for example, of people when it's really cold outside taking a small glass of water and like throwing it, and it freezes in air.
Has to be hot water. Has to be
Yeah.
like boiling water.
It just freezes.
Really cool.
It's really cool looking, but also really depressing that it's that cold.
Might be a cool slow-mo.
Yeah,
I-
Gav, here.
It would be.
Do you see that?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like it looks like it's pushing icicles.
Oh yeah. It reminds me of my favorite episode of Tom and Jerry where they
Go ahead.
break the freezer and flood the kitchen and then stick it in the water and it freezes the entire kitchen.
Yeah.
Like goes up into the taps.
I love Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry's the bomb.
Is Apple TV getting my feed? Is it working?
So
Are you gonna show us a deer eating a human?
oh,
I hate to
wish.
throw anybody else under the bus, but there's something I've been wondering about for a long time. I'm gonna show you something really quick here.
Is it one of us?
Do you no, not one of us. I'm not gonna throw you under the bus.
So relieved. What do you think
Okay.
Gus is doing right now?
Let me
Celebrating
ask
Esther's birthday.
you.
Probably.
I'm gonna ask you this. Okay,
Or masturbating.
Oh yeah.
what you're masturbating to? What?
What?
What are you doing? You're masturbating?
No.
Oh,
Maybe later.
I wasn't asking you. I was asking Barb. All right. What is that?
That's a
it's a sports team.
devil.
Yeah, but what is it? Like, what is it? What's it associated with that you know of? Anything?
It's like
Torchies?
Cupid.
There you go. You? Does it remind you of Torchies at all?
Wasn't that the
Yeah, absolutely.
like-
Torchies.
So this is Hot Stuff the Devil from Harvey Comics. And clearly it's what they based the Torchies little devil on.
Yeah.
With the diaper and
That's
everything
not
like that.
Torchies
not
the
writing a
It's
devil.
not the Torchies Devil. And Torchies is a taco place in Austin. And it's one of those things, it's like, it's cute when you're a food truck, but now that they're in multiple states,
That's true.
they're going to have a fucking problem with that eventually.
Yeah,
Pull up the
plus
Torchies
they
logo.
Oh, yeah, I'll pull the Torchies logo.
They've
For
already
comparison.
sued other businesses. Like I think a business in Houston for copying some stuff,
Who,
like
Torchies
stealing
did?
stuff from their menu. Yeah. So if they,
Ooh.
obviously are already willing to go to.
You may have just screwed him there.
I might have, and I really like Torchies tacos.
Yeah,
I've just been curious about it.
you better be able to replace my trailer parks.
Yeah.
That's the type of food.
Anybody want to see this deer, or is there a no on the deer?
What the
All
deer?
right.
Wait. Which deer?
This is not the deer eating somebody.
Right, that's the one I don't want to see.
This is footage from a man getting out of the car in Canada, actually.
I know that place.
So if we could go, is it?
It's up.
Deer runs
If-
over man. Right,
All
man
right,
getting out of
Oh,
his car.
I've seen this.
Getting out of his
Just
car. Is he
minding
wearing
his own
pants?
business, got a backpack.
Whoa!
God.
It clocked him, dude.
Is he not wearing pants?
Huh? Go back.
No, he's wearing shorts. No, he's wearing trousers.
Yeah, he's got pants on.
Yeah, you
thought
can
he-
see his
okay,
boxes
okay.
poking out.
Oh, my
Obviously, that deer.
God.
It's like backwards, right? Usually, you're driving and a deer pops out of nowhere. This deer's probably running,
That was
minding its
revenge.
own business.
Maybe he's getting his revenge on someone. He's like, that fucking truck killed my mom.
Yeah. You don't see it, but at the end of the video, he eats the guy.
Comes back around,
Yeah.
gives him a little chew.
Man, I saw the craziest dash cam video.
What'd you see?
Did you see it this week? It was
Yeah, I did.
the
The thing I don't know what it is. I absolutely.
What is
saw
it? Yeah, I've seen it. What is it?
It was like something straight out of GTA. Pull it up, traffic lights. A plane comes flying in from the right, clips some poles, and explodes right in the street. It was
Does
like
it hit anyone?
I actually saw that.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
after complaining at you. Yeah, I did see that. That's
And
pretty nuts.
somehow nobody died.
Wow.
The pilot
Even
and
the people on
passenger
the
just
plane.
walked out uninjured.
Get the
It looks
fuck out
like-
of here. They,
no.
they walked away from
Yeah,
that.
I think they just clipped the fuel tank, which exploded behind them,
Oh.
and they were fine. But it's an epic clip. It looks straight from GTA Online.
Planes are the only thing that are just like they are in the movies, where when they land and they land kind of hard, they fucking explode. And it's always the case. It's like I've never seen a plane land, scrape along the ground, and then go, "I'm okay."
No,
It's
that
usually-
happens all the time.
No, they blow up.
No.
constantly.
It
So, like,
happens-
I used to be afraid of dying in a plane crash, and then I watched Air Disasters, and there's like 7 seasons, right? And then now I feel pretty good. If my plane was crashing, as long as it wasn't on takeoff, if my plane was like going down, I'd be like, you know what? I have a decent chance of surviving this
You're not
crash.
thinking that for a second.
I am.
A
You're
lot of
not
the
at all.
I
planes-
absolutely think
You're
that
thinking-
every time I take off, especially takeoff. Takeoff is the only thing that scares me.
Not landing?
No, because landing, you're headed in the right direction.
Yeah, but that's when a lot
What?
of shit could be.
No.
That's when
It's
you're
very
coming
rare.
down. You're
It's
going way
very
faster.
rare for a problem to to happen during landing that isn't because of a problem that already happened during the flight. Like, it's very rare that everything is fine. Like, if the
Landing gear.
pilots forget to engage the brake, the air brake, that could happen. But for the most part, if a plane crashes in landing, it's due to some problem that already happened on the flight. But takeoff,
Oh, this is the clip.
Oh,
these-
flip.
This is the
This is
GTA clip.
a plane.
Just oh shit!
Oh my god. Oh my
then-
god.
Look at
holy
that.
shit.
Wow, all those cars must have been like, holy fuck.
That was like
Oh, the
Jack's
traffic light
heist.
is still just maintaining.
There was a-
Wow.
there was a
Lucky
guy-
they didn't hit
I
the
like the
cars.
traffic light is just like.
I like the very tail end of that clip. The guy whose car is immediately in frame, his reverse lights turn on. Like, I'm fucking getting away from this any way that I can.
Just instinctive.
There was
Yeah.
a guy, I think, in
This
a-
is the Torchy's Taco logo.
That is the same.
by the way.
Yeah.
It's just the
Wait, the
little
fork
devil,
is a different color.
little devil in the thing. Yeah, it's a
And he's
yellow
angrier.
fork.
There was a
Like a
guy that I
baby
think was in
baby
Atlanta who was just sitting in traffic, and a plane was something happened with the plane. It was crash landing, and the landing gear clipped his car. So the plane crashed, and this guy who's just sitting there minding his business got taken out by the landing gear. It's like I mean, you're already in traffic, and that's bad enough. But
Did he die?
oh yeah,
No.
oh yeah,
That's sad.
yeah.
We knew somebody was in a plane crash.
Who's that?
Mr. Ed.
Ed?
Really?
Ed was in a plane
Robertson?
crash.
Ed
Yeah, Ed Robertson, playing Naked Ladies. Yep, crashed with 4 people in his plane.
How's he doing?
His plane crashed. He's fine, but
See?
it's crazy to know somebody who crashed.
I mean, it was
and also
surprising-
didn't explode on impact.
Surprising amount of people survive,
It was-
unless you stall and then you fucked.
I don't know what I can say about it. But I will say that when they got to the ground, that he smelled gas, and that was like the moment of we got to get out of this thing.
Holy
So,
shit.
yeah, I mean, I don't think a prop plane has the same type of fuel that a jet does. I think of jet fuel as being way more volatile.
It's
Mhm.
not though. I mean, it's no.
It's
more,
not?
It's not. It's no more volatile than just gas.
Is that
Yeah.
true?
Really?
I don't
would
think it's that
think.
flammable. It's like Jet A. That stuff. It's just like this is equally as flammable as gas.
I don't
Well, I
know.
know
I
that
think
there's
it's
a-
much
there's
more
a-
combustible.
There's a way.
I don't think it is.
There's a huge difference between diesel fuel and gasoline. There's a huge difference there.
Yeah, I'm
and
saying.
I would assume that the volatility would be the same, like distance between normal gas and jet fuel. I always think of jet fuel as being massively volatile and combustible.
Or maybe I'm wrong.
I'll look it
always-
up. I'll look it up.
I thought it was like a misconception.
Is jet fuel made from petroleum? Is jet fuel more expensive, flammable than gasoline? Let's look this up. Thank God for the internet. When the plane impacts and vaporizes the fuel, and it is very easily ignited. Also, when jet fuel burns, it burns much hotter than gasoline.
Hotter though.
Has
Yeah,
such
and
a low jet of has what is this? A fuel has such a low volatility, it gives off no vapor. Anyway, so it burns hotter. That's what you need to know. It burns hotter. I don't know if it's more volatile or explodes more.
Yeah, and if you're on like a commercial plane, it takes long enough to get out of there when the thing's not on fire.
Dude, you ever seen a video where somebody tries to light a bonfire with gasoline versus
Ouch.
diesel? It's pretty fucking impressive. Because they always do the same thing, it seems like. They get a big pile of debris that they want to burn. They get up there with that little red gas can, they're dousing this thing down, and then they do this cheeky little thing where they draw gasoline through in a line like a fuse through the grass.
But what
and
they
then
can't see is just the fumes just
Oh
expanding all over.
the whole time they're doing that, right? And then they just like draw it out and they light it, and you watch this thing like race towards it, and it always just explodes.
I
Yeah.
learned this weekend too from someone that you can't use bamboo in a campfire
Why is that?
because apparently when you put bamboo in it, it just pops, like explodes, and you could get bamboo shards. Like
That
No,
sounds
like-
awesome.
It's like moisture in it.
I don't
It's
know
like a slow-mo
what.
video.
That does sound
happened.
like a slow-mo video.
Yeah.
Yeah, tracks pandas.
Could I get a cut of that?
It's the real danger.
This
gonna give you a
that's
high
like 20% of my messages to Gavin are
You
me
mean a
just
panda
sending him
bear?
stuff that I think would be a good slow-mo video.
Or
no good.
complaining about your bamboo situation.
I have a bamboo. Did I tell you about my bamboo situation?
no
Did we
idea.
talk about this on the podcast?
You have a bamboo situation.
I have a
I
bamboo
have a bamboo
situation too.
situation.
My bamboo is awful. It
Hmm.
was behind my fence, and then the neighbors on the other side of the fence decided to trim it all down. Little flecks of it fell into my back garden.
And
Now I've
you-
got bamboo shoots like 6 feet tall just coming out in
Yep.
the middle of the lawn.
Well,
I'm
now
like,
you know what to do with them.
burn them.
Burn them.
burn them and film it.
Wear goggles.
Did you tell your bamboo story?
Oh, it's just a thing where I hired a guy.
The picture is really
A
fun.
bamboo
I
guy?
should always send Patrick a picture.
Because you were so
But you can't see
annoyed.
the before picture. So my back door out of my kitchen, the guys who had the house before me had great taste. And they had this little garden in the back out my back door that has black bamboo in it.
Is it
Okay.
painted black or is it just
No,
black
it just
bamboo?
turns black over a period of time. And
Oh,
it had
I know
grown,
that.
and it was like super thick, like really nice bamboo, and the leaves were all at the top, and it looked really cool and everything. But then all of a sudden one day, there's all this fucking green bamboo, like little green bamboo in there as well.
Filth.
I have since learned that the black bamboo starts green and then becomes black. But that's not relevant to this part of the story. So the guy I hired, I said, hey, I just need you to clear out all this green bamboo by the back door. He said, well, the last time I worked here, your girlfriend said, don't cut down the bamboo. And I said, exactly, don't cut down the bamboo. Just get rid of the green bamboo, leave the black bamboo. And he was like, okay, so just to be clear, I'm going to cut out all the bamboo. I'm like, no, listen to what I'm telling you. Cut the fucking green bamboo. I didn't say fucking, cut the green bamboo. Don't cut any black bamboo. I want to keep the black bamboo. I want to get rid of this new green bamboo. Come home, all the bamboo's cut down. He cut it all out. And I
Do you
just
think he's colorblind?
no, it just
Well, you
it's
still tell the difference between green and black.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I
was
just
just
think he
making
was
a
dumb.
Joke.
I was so mad about it. I sent Gavin the picture of this empty like
It looks so funny, these little bamboo stubs. Oh, God.
this is the aggravating thing. I should have just done it myself. I thought I was like, helping the economy, like helping some guys doing it, and then, cut down all my fucking bamboo. And I got in a big argument with the guy and fired him and everything else. So
What could have been?
Well, what was his defense?
he had no defense.
Oh, okay.
He had no defense.
It's
In fact,
just
right
like-
before I got home, he sent me a message going, just to be clear, you wanted me to cut down all that bamboo, right? And I was just like, no. And then I sent him the picture that I sent you. And I go, don't ever come back to my house again. I'm going to get somebody else to help me with my yard.
Ouch.
Gavin,
I
you ever
just-
fired anybody?
I've stopped using services after just shit.
So
I
anyway.
could, yeah. I was experimenting with cleaners, right? Just because Meg and I are pretty busy, we travel a lot.
Sure.
I think it's the point where it's
Like
like,
The Sims.
yeah, it's the point where you get home and it's like, oh, the house has been a mess for 3 weeks, but neither of us have been here to do anything about it. So it's like, let's try out cleaners. I have this PC in my living room, right? Play PC games on the TV, and it's like this big. It sits on the floor next to my TV unit. The cleaners like moved about some stuff and just took this backpack full of some heavy shit and just dumped it on the back of the PC. So the HDMI cable in the graphics card was like, just bent it, and everything was like oddly placed and moved. And I was like, I'm not into it.
No.
I'd rather just eventually clean it all myself than have people rifling through my crap and damaging
Keeping
stuff.
your shit straight is different than cleaning, though. Like mopping floors and stuff like that. You getting busting out the mop and all
In
that
an
stuff.
ideal world, they would pick up the mess, clean under it, and then just
Put it right back where it is, yeah.
Do you have a
But I
VR system set up in your house?
No, it's too expensive.
Well, see,
Like a lot of people in age have got Vives and stuff, but
yeah.
I just don't think there's enough games for that money that you spend on it.
I have it set up this weekend. So Teddy's computer in our house doubles as the VR thing. So we have to break because he wants to play VR more than anybody. So we break down his computer, move it over to this other room, and then set up the VR stuff. And I have it all in a box over there. And dude, we played the Rick and Morty VR game. Have you played that yet?
No.
Brandon, it's fucking amazing, dude. It is really incredible.
It sucks. I had no idea. I just got in the show a week ago, and
looks very
I had
similar.
I was like renting a VR system, and I ended up I returned it.
What VR games have you played that you like?
Um,
Let me just ask you this: have you played Job Simulator?
no.
It's very similar.
Simular?
It looks like that, but also has like shooting bits as well, right? It has,
It
like,
does a little bit of shooting stuff. I thought I was all the way through the experience. The Star Wars one is like 5 minutes where you fix the Millennium Falcon.
The thing that blew
In the
me away
channel.
was like this game. This was the Oculus store where
Or is that
it
one
was
time
like
in-
Garbage.
old west, and
Finding
you're like
Nemo.
shooting people with like revolvers and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, this should be fun. But then there was this whole element of diving behind like barrels and shit. So like in 5 minutes, I was like completely dead. My knees were killing me, and I was just like, I'm not athletic enough to play a video game.
It's like a
But I had no idea. I had no idea to expect that level of interaction with a virtual environment.
it's like a blowjob simulator.
Yeah, actually, when I kept complaining about my knees, the guys who I was playing with
Yeah,
assumed
made
it
that
was
joke a lot.
blowjob related, and I was
Yeah.
like, I get that.
So you recommend wearing knee pads?
Absolutely.
Or
I
having
got
a pillow.
I took out a yoga mat that I could fall on.
It's very fun. I just wish there were more Rick and Morty like games for it.
So
Like, I've been watching Ryan play it because he did a whole playthrough of it on Achievement Hunter.
What's the Rick
Let's
and
go.
Morty game like?
It's awesome. So if anyone in the audience has played Job Simulator, it's basically like you're in the Rick and Morty environment, their house. Specifically, you're in Rick's garage in the one that I played, and all of his stuff is there. Like there's a Mr. Meeseeks that you throw out, and he helps you do stuff. And then you go in the shrunken world where he gets all of his power.
Yeah, his little battery,
Yeah,
the miniverse.
There's part of that that's like that too, and it's all made by that team
Yeah.
that made the show, or at least the main creator. What's his name? Justin Roiland? Is that how you say his
I'm
name?
not sure.
Yeah. Anyway, I've never had something that was licensed that felt like as complete an experience as that did. I really liked it.
What about
a lot.
Virtual Springfield?
Haven't done it. Does it
Springfield,
exist?
Springfield.
It was like 15 years old.
Is it? Oh,
It
okay.
was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
Well, there's
I-
another example of the Simpsons game. I think the second car game that they made that was written by the people at the Simpsons. So like, when you have what are you guys laughing at? for?
We have
I don't
another
know.
we have another podcast that we need to throw it to. That's why I'm telling you that we need to wrap up the show.
Oh, we got to throw the other podcast, right? Sorry.
Yeah, but this is also
Okay.
an on-demand product that we have to wrap
It's
up.
Who are we
now.
throwing to after this? Some Funhouse?
I think it's still the Try Hard podcast.
Is it Try Hard for now?
Oh,
So do they just
Yes,
wait
the Try Hard
until we
podcast.
finish?
Yes,
Okay.
They do?
I believe so.
Well,
Oh.
we think you should stay tuned for the
Try
Try Hard
Hard.
podcast. So
That's the
hopefully
one.
that's
One of
it.
it-
Get the
someone-
name.
somebody
What the
that-
hell? That's so cool.
I don't like
Wait,
it.
put your hands down.
Now do it on him.
Well, that's
Oh, you can't probably. 'cause-
It takes a little bit of time to
that
set
was
up.
awesome, guys.
We'll see. Tune in next week. We'll do
For the
some big-
audio podcast listeners, they did a little wipe.
Thank you very much. I am Brandon. Thank you to Bernie, Barbara, Gavin
You're
for
welcome.
a wonderful podcast.
Brandon, it was good to work with you again.
It was nice.
You're not.
Once
no
every
one's-
6. I'm dead serious.
No,
I like
you
being on
did
the podcast.
great
Take a
today.
fucking
You
compliment.
did a good job.
Great tonight. So did you.
Thanks.
When people say nice things,
I
I
love
always
you.
assume there's something horrible going
For
on.
the post show, I will be asking Gavin, was he worried about the Queen?
Love you.
Ooh, yes.